topics, plot and animation is a work of fiction. Events, places, persons and subjects are parts of fiction or are used in a fictional manner. Story and plot takes place in KBE 224 in main Kanbor Galaxy or KBE 512 in all everything unless otherwise stated and differs from plot in Kanbor series, etc. by Kanbor-Ze7. The following video program is a presentation of RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions. CR 2024, EY 1024, Tx.Y 24. All rights reserved. RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar, presents Please be advised that any requests concerning distressing and sensitive scenes and topics are discouraged due to after concerns on violence, dangerous acts, and due to respect, as it would yield entire video if produced to be unlisted or age restricted. Otherwise we may reject the topic as it would have otherwise frightened or distressed Casper and or his friends.
No wonder I mustn't forget on the developments on the 25th. This results in Trek's land stage of the TDRC to be roadkilled, as one stage was wrecked and thus was a critical one, in which Trek's land stage have to be omitted. This as the racing team, Hex Heretic's performance gets banned for life. For destruction of Edge performance, over the esports team loss in Valorant Masters 2024.
Yes, as I recall, Edward Gaming defeats Team Heretics 3-2 to win the 2024 Valorant Champions. This as per time of event, Hex Heretic's performance, due to significant damage to the garage of team based in Xenopolia. Edge performance with racing cars damaged and garage a mess. This done by Hextopolian team Hex Heretic's performance, even setting the garage on fire, trapping the crew of Edge performance.
Yes, this is the racers and crew of Edge performance was killed, as Hex Heretic's performance has been perma-banned from racing, and Hexatex teams facing temporary ban and disqualification until 2026, and the remainder of 2024 and 2025 Hexatex racing season is cancelled. And Hex Speedway forced to close until spring 2026. This is Hexatex Union gets excluded from the upcoming Tronic Diamond Rally Championship Tour 2024 and of course the 2025 one as well.
Correct, as they blow up the headquarters of Heretic's performance gets blown up, in which was in close proximation of RDK Hex, in which front windows was smashed at RDK Hex, in which result in roll call alarm at RDK Hex. Also other bureaus including RDK Con, RDK ATR, and at the main HQ in Elite City, also one at Trex City, in which set off the Trex siren and Trex alarm.
I do note, this knocks off KIP Hex 24 Hexatex feed off the air. This is the station goes back on the air within a few hours as RDK Kip Mark K Cryptor holds emergency video conference with RDK ATR, RDK CJP, RDK Con, RDK Hex and the main HQ. Even Trexer had to postpone the trip by one day as he needs to attend video conference at the RDK Trex Tower in Trex City.
Yes, as they do even more just yesterday, being August 26, 2024, fans of Hex Heretics Performance go on the selling spree on the stock exchange in Exitex Union on the parent company of Edge Performance, as the stock plummet a lot, in which result in company declaring bankrupt and to cease operations indefinitely. However, Edge Performance, in sim racing, was sold to another firm in a swift rescue.
What about esports team in Tx.Y for the next tournament? Hex City Heretics in this verse.
It gets renamed in announcement today to Hex City Cyber Hex. Anyhow, they were briefly met with team from New Smurfetian who won Valorant Smurf Gamer Battle 2024, Smurf Galaxy, as they toured the aftermath in Hex City before returning to Mudcup City. Kupnyanershan is next stop to be Itotainland. Maybe toward Elite City, Ilitopia, Altronic City, Altronic Republic, or Trex City, or the next stop, Costa Aero with Trexer and crew and us.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Kanbor world-based team from New Smurfetian to visit Costa Aero, Trexland.
I must note, they to tour Itotainland, as I note report on Costa-7 and Trex Vision 4 on Trex Cable, also learn of storm in what used to be Troniford, as the tornado was a powerful EF5, also the trip to Costa Aero. Anyhow, you may know me.
Sakura?
Yes. This as I am your sister, Sakura Kiso, this as I to be joining you for trip to Costa Aero.
That is a must, as we to count down to event at 3 this afternoon, also this evening at 8.
What is subject at 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock?
You should note it's the final day of the month and trimester. Final day of August and second trimester of 2024. To be happy new month and trimester third quarter and Darwin Kb.P 19 on the Kanbor-Ze7en calendar at midnight KBTS being 3 o'clock p.m. 1500 hours Trex City and Costa Aero. And the one at 2000 hours or 8 o'clock p.m. being kickoff of third trimester and IOTA of EY 1024 and TDE 2001 at 0 Kiatrokins and Trex CX. 48 hours toward Trex counterpart and new Trex Mester of Char Trex Mester of Tx.Y 24.
I must note on that, Mark Aristar, as I heard subject on CJ News 24 on Trex Cable, related subject and more in Corgitopia on 31st at 3 p.m. Costa Aero and Trex City time. This as for you Samuel Kiso, I have something to give to you to listen to tunes once we spend time in Costa Aero.
Really, Sakura Kiso?
Yes.
Yesterday, Trexer and his crew came with some sort of police siren audible yelling "Esports Alert" on the matches involving Cloud Deck, Aristar Galaxy, X Gaming and Iontopolis Ionic. This is subject occurred last night in Elite City as they compete in Iontopolis, Neo Ionica today. Initially scheduled for tomorrow thanks to Flash Watch Party of Esports in Sim Racing.
Yes, this is the event to kick off at 3:12 p.m. at Trex C8. As I learn of time when the event start. Yesterday's matches result in a mixed bag, as Cloud Deck gets defeated against Aerostar Galaxy but shuts out Iontopolis Ionic. Anyhow for X Gaming, it's the opposite. They bomb the Galaxy but gets roadkilled by the Ionic.
Correct. This is they do not compete on 31st due to the month-end and trimester blitz, and on September 1st, the series moves to Aerostar, Aerotopia. As for the subject on the 2nd, in Alftronic City at Digitron joining with team based in New Smurfetian Stromp Galaxy, Smurf Galaxy. Also Elite City Sentinels, and Kanbor-Ze7en Sentinels as Trex City Trexies opted out of the trip.
Why not compete on August 31st, 2024?
Trexer must explain. This because of subject in relation to Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze7en plus Kb.P and then Elito plus Tronic Diamond also new Metri season of CNBC 360.9, and new short yard of 1203 a few days toward Trek's counterpart in new Trek semester. This is Stromp Galzi, Smith Galaxy, has cancelled trip to Kiplian Kingdom since they don't have to bother going through process as Kanbor-Ze7en station to head to Kb.27 to Kiplian Kingdom. As they may not understand the Kiplian language and number system as after stop to Itotainland starting on August 28th, to head to Altronic City. However, we could be going there but we must not head to Altronic City after visit to Costa Aero as we must return to Trek City in early September.
Yes, Trexer, Rex Xylostar, Rex Z Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar and R8664 Studios Trex. This is back on August 23, 2024. On the start of Niatricon 1000.6 as I had to query my phone to get the Tronic Diamond date. Visitor from Alftronic City, Alftronic Republic, who visited Trexland fan of Cloud Deck Esports, to get one shirt and paid in Tronic Diamond sickles, in which we mainly accept Trexland dollars. However, thanks to new policy also accept the sickle, as I gave him change leftover in Trexland dollars as required by law.
Yeah. Cloud Deck sure is good in yesterday's match as they swiftly defeat Aristar Galaxy and Ionto Polyzionic as X Gaming lost to Aristar Galaxy and Ionto Polyzionic. However, Smith Galaxy won't be heading to TRC nor Costa Aero but we are as we must arrive by late tonight. Here we are. Costa Aero. And voila! They have finished setting up the rig for us. However, if we get called back early, we to remotely master it. This is for you, Chris XZ Cryptor. We must tour the place, as we must head to gathering early this afternoon.
Yes, however yesterday's sim racing event in Elite City has been cut short mid-event. This is Hex Heretic's racing has been disqualified and banned indefinitely as per order by Tronic Diamond Motorsport Association with the sim racing division, as Edgy Performance has withdrawn as per emergency measure. They have no choice but to host it either today or tomorrow. As we learn, they could be hosting it in Aerostar, Aerotopia or tomorrow in Alftronic City. This is Cloud Deck, X Gaming, Iontopolis Ionic and Aerostar Galaxy to host the H&M Blitz at the Aero Digital Arena.
Yes, however there is no announcement of subject to the public, dance. Trexer, tell the crew to head to Costa Diner as we must have an early lunch.
Zenzi Cryptor, you better preform Operation Rodeo, head to Trek City toward the RDK Trex Tower, then input command to your RDK terminal I sent to your phone. This will bring you to Costa Aero, then tell Trexer of stunning developments, as that has not yet been announced to the media and public.
This is esports team Trek City Trexies are visiting Elite City now. This is they to spectate esports in sim racing in the viewing party at the EDA.
Robert Z.S. Cryptor, Sean Z.S. Cryptor, when do you learn of this, and when does it start?
From brother of independent sim racer Kraken.
It to start at 1500 hours. The crew has already left Elite City, en route to Aristar, Aerotopia as they to compete at the ADA.
They to arrive by 13:30.
Thank you as I to head to my car as I to message you via messaging if needed.
The food is quite tasty here at Costa Diner. Now, we must note, Now we must note the event. We must not forget on the event unrelated to the HNM, this concerning some sim racing event in Aristar. I wonder what time does it start?
It to start at 1500 hours.
Who said that?
Me. Behind you.
Zen-Z Cryptor, 1. How did you depart Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia to Costa Aero, Trex Beach, Trex Land, Hypertrain from Costa Zeno, Xenopolia? And 2. Why are you making stop to Costa Aero? That was unwarranted.
Special operation via teleport from Trex City. This as I want you to inform of subject in which I have to recall you all to Trex City, Trex Land as with your cars. This after teleport back to Trex City. You go head to your cars as you and the RDK Trex and R8664 Trex crew. Must report to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ at the soonest possible. As for the Trex friends, etc. You must have to head to Elito Plaza Center. This as you to be heading to Elite City, Ilitopia for the day. This for esports and sim racing in Aristar. This as Trex City Trexies of learn a visit as they are spending time today in Elite City. As for you Trexer, you to remote the rig remotely at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ as the firm in Costa Aero was notified by Sean and Robert. Prepare for send back to Trex City. You go head to your cars as you must follow my car.
Damn, Zen-Z Cryptor. Why do you have to send us back to Trex City? We are back in Trex City as a result.
Trex City Trexies to spectate possibly some esports at the EDA at 1500 hours. This in sim racing.
Well, this is we have to move tonight's car show to Elite City, as it would have be held at the tuning shop. Thank God no movie screenings tonight.
Corey Zanders, we must head to Gamer Corner on Spinell Street but to make a turn as we are going to chase the fellows who came from Trex City, Trex Land up north, who made surprise visit to Elite City, as it must be Trexer and his crew as I honked at them. Yeesh, Mark Zaniels, this explains we to head to Gamer Corner on Kanbor-Ze7en Street. Yes, Farah.
Trexer, where is the RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters?
Ilitotronics Street, at Ilito Square. You should note other establishment nearby, Ilitotronics Telemedia and WBC Ilitopian Bureau across the street, and if you go down the road, you note the others, Kanbor Telemedia Ilitopian Bureau, and Kb.P 24 Bureau. The respective headquarters for WBC, Kanbor Telemedia, and Kb.P 24, Web Chesterfield, Webchester, Kanbor-D City, Kanbor-D Federation Republic, and Mudcup City, Kipnianertian. However, heads up, if your car radios are tuned to Breeze Radio 155, Trex Radio 165 and Ilito News Radio 95.3, special edition of Tronic Diamond Kanbor Ilito Express slated to air inbound at 1300 hours. Welcome back to VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Catherine.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Crypter. Shakur, Chris K-Star.
And I am Marky Crypter, Mark Elitistar, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour.
Mark Zaniel's VWGT episode terminated. Stop DVR now. Corey Zanders, DVR record via RDK TV already concluded via timer. Raptor, I did not knew you recorded it via RDK TV and not via Vero. Anyhow, the episode gets terminated due to on-air incident regarding nudity but gets auto-censored plus remark from her but was said off-air when Vero apparently started Cast RDK TV. Farah, when did the incident occur? 1:30 p.m. here or 11:30 p.m. KBTSN 58, 9, 1 deck, triple deck KBDT.
The subject was playing uncensored on the smart fridge in which offends Coco, Whiskers and Rover, as I had to stop video stream and calm down the 2 cars and a dog. Corey, you better watch what you play on the video app on our smart fridge. This is for you brother Mark Zanils. Go head to Zinmart Supercenter with Corey Zanders to get specialty items as I to get groceries at 2 o'clock p.m. at Zioja.
Okay Catherine, as for you Corey, head to your CZ Mobile. Okay, Mark. We would like to welcome to the viewers of Vero in the Cast as we must begin with the programming alert off the top. Today's episode of VWGT has been cut short. This over the on-air incident in which result in auto-censor. This is on 9-1 deck to deck on the Kanbor-Ze7en Spinelian duodecimal clock being 9, 1x, XX or 9, 1a, AA, KBDT being 922 and 130 and base 10 at 2230 KBTS and 58. 1330 RDK ELC and 58, 2 seconds shy of 1331, also 72.9 EMT and 1751 TRX, in which last 3 digits show triple decks, in which in Kanbor-Ze7en is triple X in which refers as adult entertainment, porn, and subjects not safe for work this at the said second. Female has gone topless and exposed her breasts onto the chems in which led to auto-censor then attempted to take off the clothes of 2 VWGT hosts Mark JP and Robert J and do sex naked toward the next triple decks after next 12 dozenals or 2 choice. toward top of next hour but was thwarted thanks to quick action by security on site as she was detained by ADA security and to be handed off to Aristar police to be tried in Aritopian courts, in which process differ from Ilitopian and Tronic Diamond courts.
This is what the female say has resulted in the BWGT episode to be cut short, and thanks to the quick action by security, BWGT Extra is a go, as that to be airing on Vero Plus to begin at the top of the hour at 1400 RDK ELC, as tonight's episode of BWG2N will go forward as the incident was not shown via distributors as the incident occur after Silimcast end on RDK TV. However, tonight's episode of BWG2N will not be airing via Silimcast on RDK TV, due to HNM and HNTE.
This is I am switching source on television Bravo to the cable receiver and powering the receiver on as it's left to channel 64 on TD Vision, Vero. What? No wonder why VWGT gets cut short. Nudity that gets auto-censored. I must note subject few seconds to 1:31 p.m. This is for subject in prior days. The fellows did it to the extreme. However, was also censored but uncensored on channel 128, in which gets a boot for broadcast violation. Network from Trex City. This is the network gets pwned as with the faculty, in which result in relative in Trex City upset and commit suicide and set his house on fire, in which Trexer called 911. In which Trexlandian subject of 888 emergency to get attention to fire department for structure fire as neighbor yanked at the fire call box via the post. I must note that Vero Silimcasts RDK TV as I must switch source on television alpha to TV mode and tune that to channel 5, RDK TV, while I grab out my pocket mate and to start the stream of VWGT Extra on Vero Plus, as I note coverage of event must have moved to VWGT Extra as a result.
Welcome back to CJ News 24 Night Watch. I am Tracy Smith over at CJ News 24 News Central in Silver City, Portutopia. Not only we Portutopians to celebrate the kickoff of Foxtrot 987 CJE, also most importantly the new short yard of 1203 and Metri season CJMY 360.9, final one to CJMY 361.0 alongside Cambodians but devoted to Darwin Kb.P 19, also the other one being kickoff of IOTA month. The fellows in Aero Digital Arena and Aristar, Aritopia to be pitching in as well, this before tomorrow.
This is I to watch stream on my pocket mate, as it's just woke from sleep, as I must note subject at 3 o'clock p.m. However, fireworks in Elite City localized to 2 districts and not citywide, as that is not mastered by DELCA and ELCO.
However, regarding the female, Raymond Blake, she is history as it's game over for her as she gets pawned. Yes, Mark Elita Trap. This is since 2 o'clock p.m. Aristar and Elite City. The female named Kate Into residing in Aristar was executed for indecency exposure on cam that led to the auto-censor. In a bizarre way, she was injected substance into her breasts, and some clamps gets put on her nipples. As that sends electricity to her with her breasts explode in a chamber as she was also shot by the firing squad with firearm pointing down to her into the tube with 4 bullets ends up set to auto, in which was set by mistake with 40 bullets fired as per counter on the firearm. I must add, I am Richard Into, brother of late sister Kate. This is I do want to apologize for the subject at 1:31 p.m. Aristar, also Elite City, this afternoon. This is I told her to refrain from doing it as it results in immediate death penalty, although if done it in Neoionica, it's immediate jail for life, as for Elitopia or Tronic Diamond Union, to be at least months in jail to a few to couple years. However, legal system differs from Neoionica. Here in Aritopia, also Elitopia, and Tronic Diamond Union also Trex Land. However, for Trex Land, since it's part Roblo run, immediate oof and termination, or if tourist, immediate deportation.
I Jared Alito Cosmostar must note, For you, Richard, did you at least stop her or call the police, or both?
I tried to stop her but was told by security to let them deal with subject as I called the police on indecency exposure while on cam for television. However, I did not notice of the auto censor on Illitopian television on the channel Vero Television. His friend told me of auto censor. As we Aerotopians receive it via TD Vision and Aero Direct as with Illito GRESP and Illito News 24, Deckmill plus RDK TV. On an unrelated note, as I to briefly use some airtime, as I do watch the show even on Vero Plus as I stream that on my phone. This is for the subject at 3 this afternoon. At 2:45 I plus SE Stars plays to Rick stream the event for the HNM Kanbor-Ze7en and Kb.P subjects. If the subject Kraken said earlier is confirmed as it could be imminently or any time or in the evening, or it wouldn't happen at all, who knows, we to live stream that as well if it's a go, on my and his streaming channels on SignTube, and SquidShare. Ray Blake here, you take over for the next few minutes while I and the crew to report for Illito GRESP. Okay. We must note on the countdowns at the ADA to be the Kanbor-Ze7en and Spinelian duodecimal countdown, but some deterrents are in place to prevent codes MCHENT on triple L and triple deck. The following letters are used for 10 and 11 being A and B replacing X and E and special digits on the 7-segment LED display along with extra security presence and strict clothing enforcement, and the media system have a lockout, volume limiter, and screen blackout switch. There is also a standard countdown in minutes and seconds. Also the Trocan countdown in Tronic style countdown. Oh my god, oh god, we are dealing with some breaking news in gaming and esports at 2:12. This is the subject I said earlier is confirmed, based on the air horn cue, as I grab my phone, and pocket mate as I read the details as SE Stars plays also was informed of subject as his phone was beeping. We have since learned of event, to occur at 3 o'clock, as the subject just announced to be esports match in sim racing, an E3, as there's gonna to be an event to occur at 3 o'clock. This is the Happy New Month Blitz event has came to a screaming halt at the ADA. This is it's the Blitz Year of Esports Sim Racing of Tour Ion Neo Aero Blitz 2024, EY 999, NIY 399, EY 1024, Tx.Y 24, Kb.P 19. KB.SDY Grove 2 to Z9 or 177, NTS 1000.6, TDE 2001. This is to be the first match outside Illitopia, and within TDU, S since Neoionica and Aerotopia is part of TDU, S, along with Illitopia. This is the Illitopian Sim Racing Fellows from teams and independents, to compete in Speed Blitz 2024, in a 2-match series, as the first match to occur at 3 o'clock, and another at 8 o'clock. Being 000 Piotrokins as I call it the triple zeros, at kickoff of Iota month of TDE 2001, and Elite Year EY 1024 2 days before Trek's counterpart Charpria Trek's Tx.Y 24 and start of 9th day of Aquadenia's IAUY 999 and Zor UENIY 399 at Neo 1000. And Aero XN for Kanbor-Ze7en and Kb.P viewers, 5 AM on 1st of Darwin KB.P 19, September 2024, and Foxtrot 987 CJE also 12 o'clock, AM midnight, 2400 hours, 2 dozy o'clock, 0000 hours Zulu, Universal Time. I just told by SE Stars Plays, to tell you those on Vero Plus, to Silumcast Vero Television for the next 5 minutes simulcasting RDK TSRT showing Illito News 24, Deckmill Viaduct CJ News 24 as his bro Mark E. Cryptor and Mark Escalatio Chris K. Cryptor to further explain on this. Then it's off to Mark J. P., Mel K., and Robert J.
With one event at the top of the hour at 12 o'clock AM midnight and Crown Zero, and another at 5 o'clock AM Silver City and .000 Universal, being 3 o'clock PM and 8 o'clock PM venue time. We have just got word from our affiliate KB News 24 deck. This gets attention to the Canberra Unions in Kanbor-Ze7en up north at Kanbor-Ze7en headquarters. Also Smurfs in nearby New Smurfetian, as there's a watch party confirmed at SDA in Juliet, while no watch party here in Silver City and across Cortutopia. They compete in Speed Blitz 2024 in 2 of 4.8 hour, 2 crown duels of 10 shifts at 28 minute 48 second, 20 cron, 12 miso, 2 chore, 48 XOR event.
I am Mark E. Cryptor and this is Chris K. Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at Studio RDE at the main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia. That was affiliate coverage as we at RDK Newsline has since learned of subject as well.
This is the pre-event that was discussed in past moments, to start at 1500 RDK ELC, 79.1 EMT. 1900 TRX in a two-part series as second event to occur at 2000 RDK ELC, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX on August 31, 2024 and IOTA 1st EY 1024. They to compete in Speed Blitz 2024 taking place at the ADA.
Mark Zaniels, what with the sudden turn, you drifted into Kanbor-Ze7en Street, and easy on the accelerator. You are going too fast. Going 40 kN per toward 70 km per hour in 25 kch, 40 kph zone, slow down. Corey Zanders, I had to make swift detour to Alito Plaza Center, I to slow down however I heard report of esports in ADA at 1500 hours in sim racing. I got a message Catherine Zaniels on change of plans thanks to announcement once I park. Okay, in fact, go head to Flex Motors dealership. Park next to my brother Jarod's car and sister Crystal's new ride in my car, as I to head out of your car and head to my car after talking to Jarod on Crystal's new ride being the new 2025 Flex Corsa Swift ZX RT Hybrid X. Corey, the car costs starting at 60,000 LEOs, although the car is a PHEV, with rebates comes down to 45,000. The car have powerful electric motors alongside forged V6 3.5-liter 20-valve DOHC twin-E assisted turbocharged gasoline ethanol flex fuel engine, same engine as with your CZ truck. And 9-speed DCT automatic with manual shift mode. Mark Zaniels, you should note it also comes in mild hybrid and full hybrid trims, as electric and H2FC versions to be debuted toward New Year's 2025, EY 1025 after Christmas. This is we are parked next to my car as for you Jarod Zanders, you go head to your car, as I to take over the key fob to the CZ Mobile, 2024, EY 1024 Flex Jinx, GRS, E-Hybrid X, Cross Blue Turbo PHEV, 2.0 TRE, 32X, as I to start the ignition, take note of esports at 3 o'clock p.m. in sim racing. The ERV Tour, in Aerotopies, Aerostar at the ADA, watch party at the EDA.
Corey Zanders, when was this announced?
2:12 p.m.
Corey Zanders, I do note on this, as it to start at 3 o'clock. This is Crystal also heard it as well. However she is not heading to the EDA but to take her new car to the car wash. I am heading to the Alito Plaza Center but I am not heading to the EDA as I to head to Alito NYE Central after I head to Chicken Hut.
Jarod Zanders, this in which I Mark Zaniels to be heading first. Same as I, Corey Zanders. This is I to be treating for you too, Mark Zaniels and Jarod Zanders. This is I Mark Zaniels informed Catherine Zanders via messaging of change of plans as she told me it's okay. This is I to be treating for you too, Mark Zaniels and Jarod Zanders.
Mark Zaniels, this is Catherine Zaniels, at Zioja, be aware of traffic restrictions starting at 2:30 p.m. 14:30 due to crowds at one part of Kanbor-Ze7en Street and Courgette Street for countdown party of Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze7en and Kb.19P and Courgette Foxtrot 987 CJE and New Short Yard of 1203 and Metro Season 360.9 to occur at 3 o'clock p.m., 1500 hours, 79.1 EMT. 1900 TRX being midnight KBTS and Silversity, as I heard traffic bulletin on the radio, en route to Zioja, expect day tours and heavy traffic at times.
You heard what my elder sister Catherine said, Corey Zanders and Jarod Zanders, we will meet with Mark Alito Trexter and park at his house and we and he and two others, Alex RZ and Steven ZT. To walk to Alito Plaza Center on foot. Mark Zaniels, take note. Reminder of event RDK-wide and city-wide for today, August 31st, 2024 and Theta 30th, EY 1024 as I first report on it in 2015, EY 1015, this being the 9th year since the event declaration by head leader King Ryan M. Cryptor as I told Trexer and his crew of subject for reminder. This gets attention to the anime community in Elite City as there is a Miku-chan parade to be held at 15:24 today after H&M Kanbor and CJP event, as Catherine said there to be traffic restrictions not only for event at 1500 hours but for the parade as well. Avoid the parade route as I report on subject 9 years ago today at 18:24. I was 21 at that time when I have the DVD recording of subject I burned using my new VCR DVD recorder at that time. I do have the DVD yet but had to remaster it to new DVD last year. Also I rip it to MP4 file to play on my computer and Pocket Mate. Mark Zaniels, what is subject you talking to your brother Chris? Corey Zanders, this explains subject first mentioned in 2015, EY 1015, you know of Miku-chan?
Corey Zanders, I brother Jared will explain as I do watch anime from time to time, as I note mangas selling at half price at Delta 6 featuring Miku-chan, and marathon of her shows on anime TV as it must be in the anime world to be her birthday as it to be Miku-chan Day. This is in fact an Elitopian and Tronic Diamond obversense and not a federal nor TDU holiday, meaning shops and businesses remain open.
This as the subject was declared by RDK 3000 TriStar back in 2015, EY 1015 this is in 2021, EY 1021 it was declared as a federal observance across Elitopia, in 2021, EY 1021 or TDE 1998, 2738 ATRE as observance across Alptronic and Omni Republics on eve of Alptronic Metric Millennium of NTS 1000 in ATR, last year across the Tronic Diamond Union and in the past week in Trexland by its government. Yesterday in Neo-Ionica and Eritopia, at the Stoke of Happy New Month Kanbor-Ze7en of Darwin Kb.P 19 by the Kanbor-Ze7en government at midnight KBTS and 3 p.m. Elite City with special tele countdown by Kanbor Telemedia with the Elitopian Bureau behind me along with main HQ in Kanbor-Ze City in which is Elito News 24 Dec Mil affiliate, and earlier today in Costa Aero by Trexer before Trexer and crew made unannounced stop to Elite City. This is after the Happy New Month event in the next hour, to be a Miku-chan Day parade hosted by DELCA and ELCO in Elite City starting in the Japantown district westward. The route goes through Elito-Tronics Street, also T through Korjot Street, also Kanbor-Tronics Street, as the Elito Square will also be along the parade route to make brief stop at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in which personnels from RDK 3000 TriStar also to be joining in to be covering on RDK TSR platform, in which is Elito News 24 Dec Mil affiliate, also making another stop to Elito Plaza Center, then the third stop at Elitopian University in which Princess Omega and Elito Wizard to be leading the squad to kick off the countdown to IOTA UI 1024 as the parade to end in front of Elito Sphere where there to be an amazing show to be televised as the Elito Sphere lit up in Miku-chan colors and themes.
I am Richard into once again, this is the parade in Elite City for Miku-chan Day 2024, to start at 3:24, I have to admit, this used a significant amount of time to cover for important event unrelated to event at 3 o'clock. This is Elito GRESP had to recall the BWGT hosts to cover for the event on Elito GRESP as the producers at Vero has been requested by Elito GRESP to take over the coverage for Vero Television and the streaming channel Vero Plus, and halt coverage of Miku-chan Day plus H&M event. To devote coverage of event regarding the esports in sim racing as Elito GRESP has told RDK TV that Elito GRESP to take over coverage on Vero platforms. This is sadly, to today's episode of VWGT Extra on Vero Plus needed to conclude. And tonight's VWG2N and VWG2N Extra to be preempted as the hosts to be back for tomorrow's show. Coverage of Miku Chande plus HNM Kanbor and CJP then Ilito and TD to be carried over to RDK TV, Ilito News 24, Degmil Jinx 24 and Chronos plus CJ News 24, KB News 24 Deg, WBC News, Trex Vision 4, Costa 7, ATR News Net, Omni News Net and others.
Whew. That's the longest Corjotopian Aussie rules football match on record. Thank God it's over at start of Foxtrot month and new Metri season and short yard, and the tie is broken as Silver City Sentinels win in sudden death overtime. They advance to the knockout stage later on in the month.
Yes, this is it's the final match of the latest stage, as it goes into the final stage being the knockouts. This joins the 7 others who advance, this is it's the ones to watch in the CJFA very closely.
Yes, however too bad, Kanbor-Ze7en City Kanbor-Ze was initially made it to the knockouts last Friday evening, was disqualified, replacing with Second Hawks, this due to 3 players who's residing outside of Corjotopia, 2 from Kanbor-Ze Federation Republic with 1 from Kanbor-Ze City and 1 Smurf who resides in Juliet. New Smurfetian who replaced 3 Corjotopian-based players before tonight's fixture.
This is it's 11:59 p.m. as we await those in the next minute, as in behalf of Trex4 News also to the fellows at Costa7 and RDK 3000 TriStar TV wishing the fellows happy September. I to be back at 12:05, or sooner if there's a projection. For Costa7, Mel CT to be back at 12:05 as well or sooner if there's word of projection. As for RDK TV viewers, RDK 3000 TriStar today to resume at 12:02 am RDK, ELC, TRC, CSA, 402 UTC and 902 KBTS with Alex TR Crypter at RDK Newsline. This is a Trex4 News alert. We have breaking news at 12:01 am Trex City. We have learned from our affiliate Star from New Blocks that they are projecting that Avalon is to be the next president of BTSQ.
This is a Costa7 alert. We have breaking news to report. We are learning on the VTSQ election autumn 2024, as multiple sources project that Avalon to defeat Ford to become the next president of VTSQ in a close margin. This is Costa7 is projecting just now that Avalon is to become the next.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar alert. I am Alex T. Your Crypter over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at the main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. We have breaking news to report from Robloxia at 002 RDK ELC. Multiple sources even Trex Vision 4 and Costa7 is projecting on VTSQ elections autumn 2024, EY 1024, Tx.Y 24, that Avalon wins the most votes in a close margin, by 1,509 votes being 54.6% of votes, with Core with 1,254 votes or 45.4%. However, in terms of areas won, Avalon 113 is Core wins by only 2 with nearly all votes in. The projection occurs after midnight. This is we at RDK 3000 TriStar with RDK Election Central also making projection that Avalon is to be next president of VTSQ with Luna being vice president. This is we are only network in Elitopia and TDU to cover this, as we just learned, Elito News 24 Deck Mill and even KB News 24 Deck. Plus Jinx 24 and others including Kb.P 24 and ATR Newsnet to report on this as this gets attention to Kanbor-Ze7en and Kanbor World Media as well even WBC News in Webchester and the other WBC in Bloxland. We are on the RDK line with correspondent from our affiliate Star from New Blocks, Bloxland with the Avalon Election Central in which there's celebrations there.
No wonder. The subjects yesterday after esports in Ypres in Elite City. Elitopia early last 6's day. And the Roblox Innovation Awards during the Ypres. The Blitz EREV Esports Sim Racing ERV Tour Niatricon 1000.6. TDE 2001. 2024. EY 1024 Speed Duel Masters. This is Kraken won the event. Being independent. This comes the watch party of subject in alt-verse. Esports match and encore presentation at Digitron as it started at 416 Kiatrakens and 10Z in original. Encore at 750 Kiatrakens, 18Z. This being the team in which inspired to the one in this verse being Cloud.Deck in which I am part of, as this concerns the team in alt-verse, Cloud9 who takes on Aurora, as C9 wins 2-0, in Dota 2 the International T13, only to be interrupted in encore at 791 Kiatrakens, 19Z, when CX leads 1-0 in encore. Some audible and the screen changes to clip that was unauthorized with New Year music being the Happy New Month on the Kanbor-Ze7en duodecimal calendar. Then the Minecraft Herobrine E-Screamer Plus reported swarm of bees at Digitron, and fireworks outside by third party, outside Digitron. This being the 11th Mesa of KB.SDY 129, 177. This in duodecimal of 11 is L, or Elev. Intronic Diamond being B in which someone abused the beehive at projection room at Digitron regarding the bee swarm incident. In Kanbor-Ze being E in which someone played the E-Screamer at loud volume. Also celebrations inside, and false fire alarm, as someone called Tronic Police on the incidents, as they respond in mass units also the fire department, and beekeepers for fire alarm and bees. There were numerous arrests, also several got stung by bee stings. Some got a severe allergic reaction in which the medics even an ambulance was also called in and then RDK 3000 TriStar vehicles with RDK 3000 TriStar Alftronic Unit Division after I heard some roll call alarm at RDK ATR as I had to telephone Stefan AT Cryptor of this. Anyhow regarding C9, they to take on the Liquid on the 13th, as the Liquid blanks Extreme Gaming 2 in a row, before C9 and Aurora. This is before the playoffs, in the seeding decider. C9 blanks 1W Team 2 Zip, as they did good in Group B in group standings. Anyhow I and Cloud.Deck to challenge in esports being winner of new Smurfetian esports event, Smurf Galaxy. However Digitron is closed due to continued cleanup of yesterday's incident. ESPA in use for TI-13 watch party. Trony Dome in use for soccer, football match. Webchesterian team competing against Alftronican team in friendly. Smurf Digital Arena in Juliet. New Smurfetian, and venues in Kanbor-Ze City and Silver City also Xenopolis City, Hex City, Pecofinacolan, Kudo Pack Union and most others in use for TI-13 watch party at Esports Arena. Corgitopian Aussie Rules Football and Soccer, Association Football also one baseball match in Kanbor-Ze City plus the other football, being Gridiron Football, being the XEFA, in Xenopolis City in the season kickoff. The ADA in Aerostar and NIA in Iontopolis are in use for encore of yesterday's Ypres, as the match to be held in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia in which Smurf Galaxy are spending the time there, as they toured Alftronic City then Aerostar then Iontopolis after Itotainland tour. Corey Alito Alftroni Trap. Since Digitron is closed for continued cleanup but majority of it is done. Since in the post on social media earlier, Cloud.Deck to make visit to Elite City. Elitopia since I heard from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze and New Smurfetian Unit Division. Via RDK ATR. Smurf Galaxy have made stop to Elite City and I heard from Jason Alito Trap via Daniel Kb.P. They are being interviewed on Alito G Resp and Silimcast AT Resp TV also TD, ESP, Kanbor-Net 3, KB Gamer 7 TV and KBESP Deck also Ju Kare. Esports channel in New Smurfetian also CJ, ESP.
I do hear, Eric Altro Nitrap. However where does the esports match if announced to be held?
Alito Digital Arena, at Alito Plaza Center.
What time?
This evening in Electronic City, translating to afternoon in Elite City.
Early afternoon? Mid-afternoon? Late afternoon Elite City?
Between like 750 to 800 kiloseconds.
This being around 2 to 3 o'clock p.m. Elite City, as I must note the hour and quarter colicky time block in specific. When you be departing?
Next 25 kiloseconds as arrival at 650.
This before midday in Elite City. However, take note, when you find me, take note, the car, however, be same one as yours, but Brad does Flex Motors as my other car, now imposes Zion of Steve, who wins the ERC 2024, EY 1024, TDE 2001, and TS 1000.5 to 1000.6 as independent. Vehicle I now drive is the 2025 Flex Rex PHEV bi-fuel license plate, Ilitopia, Elite City Office, Federal District Region, year issuance 2024, EY 1024, TDE 2001, and TS 1000.6, Altronican TDU1 Immigrant, Troni Core X.
3-door XSE trim, and gasoline ethanol flex fuel hydrogen bi-fuel.
Yes.
Odometer on said car in kilometros?
Hold on, let me get into my car, as the odometer units are primarily set to kilometers and kilonitros. I to transfer audio voice call via messaging app and provider to phone. Hold on while I go into vehicle settings via touchscreen in center. The vehicle was driven for 5,000 kilometros according to the vehicle odometer on my car, translating to 4,236 kilometers or 10,591 kilonitros. Anyhow, I unplugged my car not long ago as battery is full, with plenty of fuel as well. As I to head to downtown Elite City to Alito Cafe for some coffee and bacon sausage syrup egg breakfast wrap, also orange juice.
I just had that at Troni Cafe in Electronic City, but without coffee but with strawberry milk this morning.
Rex, we are going to have lunch at Alito Plaza Center. This is, for some reason, some bus turning right to west, from north, heading to Alito Tronix Street, must be tour bus, with Altronican license plate, and 2 cars, being same ones, 1 Altronican, and 1 Illitopian. As I must follow the tour bus, to BE Sports Team Cloud Deck. Based on the license plates of 2 cars, being the Altronican one, being Eric Altronitrap, Tronic, and his relative on the car with the Illito plate, Corey Illitotronitrap, as he is in front of my car.
Oh my god, Cloud Deck, making a stop to Elite City.
Some driver behind me must have honked at my car.
I wonder which cars originated in which driver honked at me, yo. Not the Awuga.
Next time, don't touch certain vehicle functions, and hands off the steering wheel. This is even you sounded the Awuga horn.
Yes, this is I were you. I wouldn't sound it to get attention to Cloud Deck or other drivers, as I normally use the courtesy horn rather than standard horn for general purposes for the other horn on my car to get attention to Cloud Deck.
SE Stars plays. Where is Smurf Galaxy?
Gamer Lounge Alpha, why did you ask?
I in Cloud Deck to challenge them in an esports match at 800 Kiatrokans. Best of 7 or best of 9. Dozeg of Oakjans 2 here at the EDA.
Oh boy. Esports. I to live stream it.
You said, 800 Kiatrokans being 1512 Elite City, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX, September 9th, 2024 and IOTA 9th, EY 1024 and TDE 2001. Elite Day / Solar Day 252, via Trokant 100,000, and 61 Sevens Day Kart Day, 012 KBTS and SRFO and 10th Darwin Kb.P 19 or September 10th, 2024. Best of 7 or 9, Dozagi of On Itgens 2, Cloud Deck vs Smurf Galaxy?
Yes.
This is I, Mark E. Crypter, Marky, Markilla to star to alert my colleague you, Chris K. Crypter, Zaker, Chris Kai star of the matter as the RDK newsline is being informed of this. Chris K. Crypter, just got a hold of SE Stars plays. This is to be first match of the Synergy series of IOTAs 2024, EY 1024 in which formerly to be Elito series of IOTAs.
I do note on this, Mark E. Crypter, as BWGT is covering the subject throughout the show. However, take note, Smurf Galaxy's ally Stro 64 is also in Elite City, as in Kanbor World Esports, Stro 64 focuses on Dota 2 and similar ones, as they sometimes compete in League of Legends. As for Smurf Galaxy, devoted to Valorant, as Smurf Galaxy and Stro 64 has countered and challenges Cloud Deck in best of 5 being Smurf Galaxy and Cloud Deck in Tronlarant. Then in evening, Stro 64 and Cloud Deck in Dozeg of Oakjans 2, in which they accept, to start at midnight New Smurfetian being 1500 Elite City and not at 800 Kiatrokans for match 1 with Smurf Galaxy, and at 2000 ELC for match 2 with Stro 64.
I do note on this, Chris K. Crypter. What? I Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniel's wonder when is this announced?
29 minutes ago at 13:30.
13:30, noted, as it to start at 1500 hours, 79.1 EMT, 1900 TRX and midnight KBTS, and the second one at 2000 hours, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX at Kiatrokant and Trixie 0. This in 5 hours 0 minutes time, whereas the first one to start in the next 60 minutes as it's approaching 1400 hours, 75.0 EMT, 1800 TRX on September 9th, 2024 and IOTA 9th, EY 1024 Elito Day 252 on Aquatas and Monday afternoon. I heard the clock chimes now, as we are down to 60 minutes to the Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy match. This is I Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniels, Raptor to monitor that very closely. This is for you Corey Z. Crypter, Farah, Corey Zanders, take note of subject Chris K. Crypter said, to start in 60 minutes, and other one in 5 hours. I do note, 3 o'clock p.m. and 8 o'clock p.m., Mark as I Farah to monitor it as well. This is for you in video call, Rikikan, Kin 2000, and Smurftron, take note of subject I Raptor to send to you, as subject to occur at midnight in 0500 KBTS and Juliet time. I Rex X Crypter do learn of subject. I Kin 2000, Robert X Crypter also note of this, to occur 19Z and 00Z, 00K, and 05K.
I do learn of this, Mark Z. Crypter in Elite City, to occur midnight and 5 o'clock in morning in New Smurfetown.
I am Stefan A.T. Crypter, Tronix, Stefan Alftronitrap from RDK 3000 TriStar Alftronic Unit Division from Alftronic City, Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniels, Raptor. I do learn of this too, to occur 791 Kiatricants and 0 KTS. This is I to monitor the stats, this is I to leave video call. And talk to brother Eric Alftronitrap. Eric, I am Stefan from Alftronic City. I was not aware that Team Stroetoil Soixante-Quatre being Smurfstar 64 in English also making stop to Elite City as they depart Juliet, New Smurfetown to Kanbor-Ze7en then boarded Hyperloop westward. Do they challenge you in Cloud Deck in Counter Challenge, in Best of 5 and Dozag of Octgens too?
Yes, at 0 Kiatrocans, but at Elito Digital Arena in Elite City, as the duos are touring.
0 KTS or after the Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy match?
Yes, however, Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy to compete in Tronlerant. The gamer Smurfs speak mainly French and Dutch, in which I must run a translator on what they say in English, and also Elitish to the Elito Wizard and Princess Omega, who's also beside.
Yes, this is Elito Wizard must note clearly what it means. Teo Ao Eli Awazara Musonita, 2T Gamzi Gamza Batola E Matapraya, Ao Propentire and Ulomant.
Elitish to English translation. This is Elito Wizard must note, it's the esports gamer battle match 1 at 1500. Time note. Assuming time in local, being 791 Kiatrocants.
Eric, take note some of us Smurfs also speak English. This is for you Elito Wizard. What is the term Kiatrocant? And is Elitish, secondary language of Elitopia, or what some Kanbordians up north from New Smurfetown call, as Wheeltopolis, or Eltopolis as per suggestion by the Regional Travel Board Elio Voyage?
Yes, also native as English is primary. This is a Kiatrocant is a unit of time in the Tronic Diamond Union, as that is 1000 trocants being 86.4 seconds, 1 minute 26.4 seconds, as 10 of these is a choi, of 14 minutes 24 seconds as 10 of these is a Koliki, or Trixie. As a trocant is 86.4 milliseconds as 10 of these is a Kino choi, or Kio choi, milli choi.
This is one Kalichi in Camber Spinel duodecimal timekeeping term. Trexie and Trex timekeeping is called a crown in Elitopian and Corgitopian terms, in which is 10 choice being 2 hours 24 minutes 0 seconds or 60 dozenals, or Mineros, 5 du in duodecimal, and 0 seconds.
This is a crown. Trexie and Kolichi is 100,000 trocants, 1,000 Kiatrocants, or kilotrocants if used the SI prefixes.
Oye, ¿has probado el restaurante latino que está al otro lado de la calle? ¿El Alarma 6?
Pardon? Stefan said phrase in Spanish, meaning, hey, have you tried out the Latino restaurant across the street? The Alarm 6? Julian went there, he wouldn't bring me to the A6, some of the food are too spicy hot for me.
Correct. Rex Traxon, as he said, some of the foods are too hot for him. This says it's kinda too spicy for me as well.
エリトプラザセンターの2階にある寿司バーに行ってみませんか?
This means that Scott Elito Starkip wonders if you like to check out the sushi bar at the plaza, Elito Plaza Center, at 2nd floor. Yes, Trax Rex, this is I and Chimo had sushi rolls just the other day.
I and Yosh Joshi are considering to head there but not today. However, I would need the menu for the food being served there. Can you send it over?
Okay, it's been sent to you via PDF document via link, as it's uploaded to my cloud drive. Take note, Japanese in page 1, go to page 3 for English, as Elitish and others on page 5 onward.
I gotta download that now, and to read it later.
I Rex Tx.Y and wonder if you like to join us to the Elito GR bar. It's the esports gaming bar, in which the TVs are tuned to the esports gaming channel Elito GRESP and regional ones outside Elitopia. It have delicious food. As we to watch VWGT on the TV while we wait for match at 3 while we order food.
Okay, by the way, where is it located?
Above the EDA, at the Elito Plaza Center, as the entrance is toward the EDA.
Who's competing at 3?
Cloud Deck vs Smith Galaxy.
I knew it. Interim Laurent.
I am Chris K. Cryptor with Mark E. Cryptor from Studio RDE. We want to inform you of subject in which occurred on Triple 11s on the duodecimal countdown to esports match of Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy, in which was cleared after 60 seconds playing over the esports arena loudspeaker, in which was playing via CD loaded into music stereo system, in which was ejected and destroyed using machine shredder.
This in which what we call as code MCHE, if that were to air, as our policy against game chap over forum blitz over rant on breasts in games in 2014, EY1014, Tx.Y 14, the Xylem cast would have get cut and RDK TSRT air would have air right away, but Vero took action to prevent it to show on air. The alarm has cleared at the EDA as we join with the VWGT hosts.
Thank you, Marky and Jocker. This is even the alarm was dreadful as with the E-Screamer. Thank God Vero producers took preventative action to prevent it to show on air. What the? Get the Mark Z Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. In fact, Raptor, you take over.
I am Mark Z Cryptor, Raptor, Mark Zaniels from RDK 3000 TriStar. We have to go on cam. This is we must go in front of the female who went topless. This is we do not want that to show on air. This is Farah, Corey Z Cryptor. Corey Zanders has already informed Elito Plaza Center security of the matter. As with Costa, Kevin Elito Arrow, and Trixie, Mitchell Trex Elito. Mark Z Cryptor, topless female is tackled down by two Smurfs, one from Smurf Star 64 and one from Smurf Galaxy and Cloud Deck esports player Eric, and half-brother Corey Elito Altro Nitrap. They tackled her down and off camera. Thank you, Mark ETX Cryptor. I heard from Tronic, Eric Altro Nitrap. He confronts the topless female.
This is the VWGT hosts were escorted to another area while we dealt with the situation as that is contained. And off cam. as subject occurred on Triple Deck, being AAA in Tronic Diamond and Alito, and XXX in Kanbor-Ze7en on the duodecimal countdown to esports match, in which XXX being what I call as naughty content, being pornography, adult content and others that go rough, when the female exposed breasts in which you had to intervene and block it out while delivering remark on why it's disallowed while I and 3 others deal with it. Anyhow, the XXX is magic number for Cloud Deck, and X Gaming also XE Racing who won last weekend's Blitz E-Rev ERB Tour Sim
must
Racing
devote
match.
airtime for post-incident report. I am Mark X Crypter, Evie, Mark Zarkshaw, from RDK 3000 TriStar. The process is mandatory following Code T, in which was adverted at last minute. The topless female did action at triple decks on duodecimal countdown to esports of CX and SRG, being triple deck problem. The auto sensor was not active as RDK TSR personnels on site took action to prevent as the 4 fellows dealt with the situation, including moving her off cam, restraint, and alerting RDK TSRT personnels to get help, in which Alito Plaza staff, security, ECPD and I came in. Elite City Police, in which arrived for alarm call following code MCHE, has arrested the female, as the security guards handed the female over to the police, in which she was placed in handcuffs and was escorted out. VWGT hosts, as I learn, is currently unavailable to host as of current, as we must hand off to Mark E. Crypter and Chris K. Crypter from Studio RDE for potential programming alert. Not quite, Evie. They has since been escorted by Raptor and Farah to the foyer of Alito Plaza Center, as they will be escorted back in a few, as we will be taking a programming break as a result. I am Mark E. Crypter.
And I am Chris K. Crypter. VWGT will be right back after word from ZGR, Tron G, Trony de Croissant, Emolga Tech G, Smersung and Konzoni. However, for RDK TV viewers, it's time for the RDK TSRT 24-hour newsbeat.
Every hour, on the hour,
I must need to catch up on the headlines, as the one in Elftronic City close to 24 hours ago sure disrupts the watch party of TI-13.
I Richard Into am quite new to the Alito Plaza Center. I am spending the day in Elite City Metro, Elitopia, as I have to convert Aristar arrows to Elitopian Elios in a ratio of 8 arrows to 1 Elio, as 5 Neo-Onican dollars equals to 1 Elio, 1 Neo dollar equal to 1 arrow 60 cents. When purchasing items in cash. No wonder the speed units in the Alito ones. However, the international standard, kilometers per hour, is also used, as required by law. I also note that Tronic Diamond counterpart is shown but below the international standard, as the speedometer on my car shows primary as kilometers per hour. I had to toggle secondary units to Kina Nitros per Choi in vehicle settings on my 2020 Ford Erdia Omega RS Sport Hot Hatchy bi-fuel mild hybrid with 6-speed manual, 2.0-liter twin-turbo and all-wheel drive. I know where the EDA is via directional arrows, as it's easily readable. Also to nearest tornado shelter, shelter-in-place zone, and emergency exit. Also first aid, AED, washroom, and fire extinguisher. Also call assistance box, in which rings bell to the staff to get assistance. Anyhow, I check news headlines on Channel 5 on the TV. I do note the Aero Millennium and the Neo-Onican New Year prep. Things are fully compliant for the AY1K event, so there to be no issues thanks to mandate. State years on computers must be at least 4 digits as required by law since 1995. This to deter the Y2K subject, then the Tronic Diamond counterpart in 2023, which result in some nuisances for the Y2K counterpart, in which was swiftly addressed, but no issues for the TD-Y2K and TD-1M counterpart. The Kanbor-Ze Got Talent Season 2 Finals, it's armed on the DVR as it to be simulcast on Kb.P 24 Universal Feed. Alito counterpart airing Friday 13.
This is the finals to air live at 2000 KBTS tomorrow, being 1100 RDK ELC, 62.5 EMT, 1500 TRX, and aired on Trolix TV, formerly as DJ Suki Network, then DJ Suki Pop TV under Pi 314 Group, and Silimcast on Kb.P 24 and Radio Silimcast on RDK 3000 TriStar Radio Service 2 and Alitopian broadcast at 2000 RDK ELC, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX tomorrow evening on Alito Suki TV and Alito Suki Net.
This is the encore of the spotlight on the finalists of KBGT is slated to air in a few since on Trolix TV, Tronic Diamond Television Service, Alito Suki TV, Alito Suki Net, and initially Jinx Television, but due to the VWGT Simulcast to air on Vero's streaming channel Vero Plus, as we must pass you a programming alert. Today's episode of VWGT Extra on Vero's streaming channel Vero Plus needs to be preempted at the last minute. This is Jinx Television requests the encore of Spotlight of finalists of KBGT to be aired on Vero Plus and preempt VWGT Extra, however VWGT itself on Vero's main channel to return in the next minute.
In the meantime, this is in the next week. It to be 6 years since we at RDK 3000 TriStar first report on the subject in the new year in Old Unova, in Unova region. This in which becomes Uno the Unity Day, in which the subject was to occur midnight, Unova being KBTS, in which in 2022 update, moved to Peco time. This is the network's Ultimo 24, Caser 24 and ELN 24 now as Alito News 24. Dick Mill first covered the event as the event takes place on September 18th.
This occurring a week from today. This as we showcase the flashback from 2018, EY1018, Tx.Y 18 in the RDK archives from the affiliates, then RDK TV, also the 2021 coverage. If there's VWGT status updates, we will break in if needed. I am Corey Alita Star over at ELN 24, News Center over at ZBGHQ in Elite City. This is an ELN 24 alert as we have breaking news to report. Sudden fireworks has since gone off in all of Alpha and Beta continent, even Hanatalia continent. This in wake of the new year on Old Unovayan system of year 3008. This includes Silver City, Web Chesterfield, Rikatopi, Hex.
This is IMSE Stars Plays as I to see you in my live stream in a few, as we hand off to the Marquis. No.
Scott, I need to take over as it's very important and urgent. Ahead. I am Mark E. Cryptor and this is Chris K. Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar at Studio RDE. This is an RDK 3000 TriStar and Vero programming alert. The VWGT hosts has been reassigned by Alito GRESP. This is Alito GRESP told Vero to air Game Day Live today Simulcast of the esports match as soonest possible. And also to preempt tonight's VWG2N for match 2 regarding CloudX and Smithstar 64.
This is Alito GRESP has also told us to never return to VWGT after RDK 3000 TriStar today and go with Phase B programming immediately. The distributors KBMK, Neo-Ionic Trony Media and Trex Vision 4 are being alerted of this to terminate the Simulcast and air filler programming as a result. This by our producers.
This is today's VWGT episode need to be cut short and VWG2N to be preempted. Special note to Vero Plus programming, VWGT Extra is preempted due to encore of special program in relation to tomorrow's season final of Kanbor-Ze's Got Talent in Silum cast by TrollX TV. Tonight's VWG2N Extra preempted as per request by Alito Sports for Cilium cast Zeno Sports XEFA 2024 season kickoff on MNF.
The VWGT hosts to be back tomorrow. Game Day Live Today is up next on Vero on the Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy Esports match in Day 1 Match 1 of Signer G Series of IOTAS 2024 as for RDK TV viewers. We return back to the RDK Archive flashback feature as RDK 3000 TriStar Today is coming up next less than 10 minutes at 1500 RDK ELC in a 2-hour special after Phase B programming rundown for today.
This in behalf of RDK 3000 TriStar, I'm RP Cryptor, wishes everyone everywhere a splendid new year of old Unova system of year 3011. This is the final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year on old Unova system, year 30.
This is my secret system 8 from Super Scene 5. You're now 5 minutes to do all on your 3000 is only 5 GB now. Yes, we will show you the normal station here. We're going to You're up 3008. The countdown in seconds is shown and is now below the Kino Choi countdown. And we would like to give a late welcome to the viewers of SRJ, Star and CHQ TV service who is simulcasting our feed from Star 2000 Virtual World today.
45 seconds left as things are getting heated up.
Yes, and things are getting wild too. Even the Elite City Stock Exchange had to temporarily halt trading for a few minutes for this event. Trading will resume at 15:02 RDK, we are told.
30 seconds.
As the CSX deposit just hit a new all-time record high in the new milestone of 30,000. We are just close to 1 more minute left.
Yes, and 25 Kino Choi is just now 20 seconds.
This is the final countdown to the new old Unlock in year 3008. Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Chris K. Crypter.
And I am Mark E. Crypter, broadcasting live and direct from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
We are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. The latest at this hour. Digitron has since reopened much earlier than scheduled as cleanup is complete just in time of Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy watch party. This as it gets in progress now as with the esports match of Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy who's visiting Elite City as they compete at the EDA. Best of 5 Tromlers with Cloud Deck and Smurf Star 64 tonight in Doze of Ogins 2.
Richard Kanders, no need to over-celebrate although it's Unova Unity Day in replacement of old Unova New Year's Day, and as per zone update by Kanbor Galaxy Federation Alliance, Unova is rezoned to half-hour offset ahead of Elite City time when not in DST, Xenopolis City time when DST in effect. 4.5 hours behind Universal Time, Mark Zaniels. Yes, as I and Farah must update the sign to reflect this for you although the date is correct. This is Ikori must note esports match involving new team debuted over the weekend to compete against Elite City Sentinels on 18th in afternoon, Team Uno.
This is Cloud Deck to compete against Team Uno tomorrow at 7:50. We begin with the top story and update to the story we reported throughout the day in which there is good news in which Digitron has been reopened, as cleanup has finished much earlier than usual, as the reopening was needed due to popular demand just in time for the esports match of Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy as it reopened at 780 Kiatrakans or 1443 RDK ELC. This following B incident and other incidents in which occurred at the Happy New Month Kanbordian Spinelian duodecimal of 11th Mesa of KB.SDY 129, or 177.
This is the watch party is in progress as with eSpa, also the watch party of Match 1 in New Smurferty and also in Kanbor-Ze7en and at Elitosphere in Elite City. This as it concerns the esports match of Cloud Deck and Smurf Galaxy as the esports match gamer battle is in progress as they take on Invest of 5 and Tron Laurent as we report on the reopening of Digitron soon but we begin the coverage with Joey R. Crypter to begin the coverage live at the EDA 4. The latest in the opening minutes.
Well, before we go detail the match, we must note someone dressed as Santa holding sign who photobombed on Elito News 24 Dick Mill regarding Old Unova Christmas Eve. And Richard Kanders from ESN over-celebrated for 8-day warning to what used to be New Year in Old Unova now is Unity Day in Unova, also known as Uno Today. Before Mark Z. Crypter and Corey Z. Crypter dealt with the situation also with New Year audibles and Christmas music for respective subjects playing over these sports arena loudspeakers as Raptor and Farah. To deal with the fellow dressed as Santa holding sign. This is SRF and Cloud Deck the fight it as they take it seriously on the esports match gamer battle.
This is a best of 5 in Tron Laurent in the Day 1 Match 1 of Synergy Series of IOTAS 2024. This coverage is sponsored by Z Fuel, CGR, Emal.Tech G Kanbor-Ze, Gonzoni, Tron GR, Kiptel, Troni Microsoft, Smfsung, Sign Series, Zazer, Sorcer, Zio Jitech G, Grapple, Gamer Corner, Elito Cola, Rock Tech, Signshare Gaming, Elito Games, Raster Gaming. And powered by Elito GRESP and Elito GRESP News 24, Deck Mill. Match gameplay coverage is always on Elito GRESP, Elito GRESP Radio 100.7. Mobile app, also online with live stream and live blog also coverage from News Talk View on Elito News 24, Deck Mill. And Elito GRESP News 24, Deck Mill. Also social media, match also get livestreamed on Elito Tube Gaming and Sign Tube Gaming, Switchshare, and broadcast on DivaSign.net. This is it's approaching 3 o'clock p.m. Elite City toward midnight KBTS however we would have hand off to Steven Elito Kanborda for Kanbor Elito Express but we have an Elito News 24 Deck Mill programming alert to pass to you, the show is being preempted as he is unavailable to host. As he is on assignment there are no substitute hosts to fill in for him this means we must hand off to Elito Money Silum Cast and Closing Bell with Crystal Elita Star filling in for Mike Chienke. I am Andrew James, signing off as this has been Elito News Central as we see you tomorrow. Goodbye. No choice. 10 minutes. Kanbor-Ze7en minutes. No choice. minutes. No choice. Welcome back to VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
We are broadcasting at Alito Plaza Center as in the next hour, we to head to the EDA where the LAN party to kick off. This is there's no esports matches today in the Synergy Olympics 2024 because it's New Year's Eve in the Eritopian and Neoyonican as it's New Year's in Kesar with epic fireworks show last night.
Yes! This for year 684 of Kudo, 233 of the Revo.
This as there is also to be fireworks tonight for Euro Year 1000, the Euro Millennium, plus the Neoyonican New Year Neo Year 400 even digital one at the EDO with countdown party.
Excuse me.
Jeepers creepers. Jocker, why do you have to cut in?
Next time, warn us prior hand.
I am Chris K. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar. We do want to apologize as you may not be aware that code DR has been imposed for today and tomorrow this as you may have shown the fellows seconds ago but we have to prevent another pedo incident this especially during the countdown event tonight as you may have seen faces blurred on news reporting on Alito News 24 Dick Mill, Chronos, Jinx 24 and others as we request them to blur their faces and elements for privacy to prevent future pedo incidents as Vero's VWGT has violated the policy in which led to RDK TV auto censor. As RDK TV has told Vero of subject as we have since learned. Vero to Silimcast RDK TV as we hand off to Mark E. Crypter as I head to Studio RDE.
Television service, as we welcome to the viewers of Vero, I am Mark E. Crypter, Marky. Mark Elita Star from RDK 3000 TriStar at Studio RDE at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia as we also welcome the remaining networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, television, radio, streaming and more as we are powered up always. This is the reason Vero Silum cast RDK TV, this is the squad came behind the VWGT hosts with the owners. As they did not realize they were on television but the RDK auto censor blocked out the content to protect the identity in which we do not want to show the faces while on air on RDK 3000 TriStar television service and the affiliate who distribute VWGT to RDK TV, Vero Television. Thanks to this morning's pedo attempt in which was going to do harm to the fellows including putting on soiled diaper at Alito Plaza Center and of course setting the disposal bin on fire but the fire was put out by Rex Tx.Y and Richard into prevented such action after torching the bin on fire. This in which showing the faces after such incident is a code DR violation, this is code DR is enforced following code DP in which being incident involving a pedo, to the squad in diapers even if it's an attempt in which was thwarted. This is we alerted the distributors to cut out of Silumcast and never to return to VWGT for remainder of afternoon as we must pass you a programming alert. Today's episode of Virtual World and Gaming Today needs to be cut short over code DR violation, however they would have bring it to VWGT Extra on Vero Plus. We would have told them to preempt VWGT Extra for punishment but it's already preempted for sporting event regarding Korhata-P and Aussie rules football in playoffs. However they to learn their lesson, and to respect the privacy of squad in diapers following this morning's attempt pedo incident aka code DP but was thwarted. As the hosts be back for VWG2 and this evening in special edition is RDK 3000 TriStar today to begin in a few on television services of Vero and RDK 3000 TriStar. Welcome back to VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
We are broadcasting. I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elidistar over at Studio RDE. We do want to apologize for cutting out of VWGT Asylum cast as the squad in diapers in which was almost shown on cam, in which we do not want to show the faces while on air on RDK 3000 TriStar television service to protect the identity, thanks to this morning's pedo attempt in which was going to do harm to the fellows, including putting on soiled diaper at Alito Plaza Center and of course setting the disposal bin on fire, but the fire was put out by Rex, Tx.Y and Richard and took prevented such action after torching the bin on fire. This in which showing the faces after such incident is a Code DR violation. This is Code DR is enforced following Code DP, in which being incident involving a pedo, to the squad in diapers even if it's an attempt in which was thwarted. Due to this, we have since cut out of VWGT Asylum cast for the afternoon and requested Vero to immediately Asylum cast RDK 3000 TriStar television service. As we welcome to the viewers of Vero, I am Mark E. Crypter, Mark Elidistar from RDK 3000 TriStar at Studio RDE at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Ilitopia, as we also welcome the remaining networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, television, radio, streaming and more, as we are powered up always. This is the reason Vero Asylum cast RDK TV. This is the squad came behind the VWGT hosts with the owners, as they did not realize they were on television, but the RDK auto censor blocked out the content to protect the identity, in which we do not want to show the faces while on air on RDK 3000 TriStar television service and the affiliate who distribute VWGT to RDK TV, Vero Television. Thanks to this morning's pedo attempt in which was going to do harm to the fellows, including putting on soiled diaper at Alito Plaza Center and of course setting the disposal bin on fire, but the fire was put out by Rex, Tx.Y and Richard and took prevented such action after torching the bin on fire. This in which showing the faces after such incident is a Code DR violation. This is Code DR is enforced following Code DP, in which being incident involving a pedo, to the squad in diapers even if it's an attempt in which was thwarted. This is we alerted the distributors to cut out of Asylum cast and never to return to VWGT for remainder of afternoon, as we must pass you a programming alert. Today's episode of Virtual World and Gaming Today needs to be cut short over Code DR violation, however they would have bring it to VWGT Extra on Vero Plus. We would have told them to preempt VWGT Extra for punishment, but it's already preempted for sporting event regarding Kb.P and Aussie rules football and playoffs. However they to learn their lesson, and to respect the privacy of squad in diapers following this morning's attempt pedo incident aka Code DP, but was thwarted. As the hosts be back for VWG2 and this evening in special edition is RDK 3000 TriStar Today to begin in a few on television services of Vero and RDK 3000 TriStar. Now, we are going to head to the Alito NYE Central, as we must discuss on the big one tonight this evening at 2000 hours, being 8 o'clock p.m. in the evening, at Cron Zero.
Where is that, Mark Z. Crypter? And what is the event at 8 o'clock?
This to be the Arrow Millennium and the Neo-Ionican New Year, AE.Y 1000 and NI.Y 400 for 2024, EY1024, as the area is above the Alito Suki nightclub, as there is a ramp to the second floor in which we just went there just now. As we to head to it via second ramp just ahead adjacent to catwalk across Kanbor Telemedia Elitopian Bureau and shops including Smfsung, Tron Computing and some specialty shops. We went there yesterday to get clothing for you as it leads to the sports bar down the catwalk called the Blitz. Prior to the renovation in July 2024, it was above the esports arena, now it's above the nightclub. In fact, we must detour to the nearest washroom as I mark Z Cryptor, Mark Zaniels, Raptor, do note the sound as I smell the odor, as it's time for Operation Bumblebee. Blitz 8, you must assign the task. Okay, Mark Zaniels, Hydrox, you must drive your macro car to the male's washroom, it's to the immediate left just next to sign for directional arrow for the Blitz next to the plant. For some reason, once the Blitz 8 needs to use the sink to comb their hairs, some unexpected fellow went into the washroom in red and black clothing. I saw the person who went into male's washroom as I Richard into must investigate what's going on as I do note squad in diapers in RDK TSR op BB. I tracks Rex, Kenka and Ilitatina must also determine what's going on.
Now I better take out the things from the disposal bin. Oh la la. Perfect.
Zeta EY1024, this is DG Square Elitosat becomes Elito Plaza Center as the area at lounge area and lobby plus second floor of RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters is part of Elito Trex Center whereas third floor and above is not.
When did it get renamed?
The renaming took place on Monday, July 1st, 2024 at 8:00 p.m., 2000 hours, in the evening being Choi and Desi Newt 00.0 EMT and 0000 TRX on Priorities, 8/1st, Elite Year EY1024, in short, 8 in the evening of initial day of July. Mark Z, take note final selection of celebrities at 14:42, in 30 seconds, tune your radio to RDK TSR radio service 1 immediately. Okay, Mark ETX. In an event VWGT personnels get selected, today's episode of VWGT to be cut short, and today's episode of VWGT Extra. And tonight's VWG2N and VWG2N Extra to be preempted as Vero TV to Xylem Cast RDK 3000 TriStar television service toward 1600 hours RDK ELC then switch to Jinx 24 Xylem Cast to Vero News at 5 o'clock at 1700 hours then Chronos at 1800 hours, toward 1900 hours to Jinx 24 then RDK TV at 2000 hours.
This is it to be the case as the final selection has since made. The VWGT personnel has been selected as we must pass you a programming alert. This is Mark E. Cryptor has said, today's episode of VWGT to be cut short, and today's episode of VWGT Extra, and tonight's VWG2N and VWG2N Extra to be pre-empty this as the main and substitute hosts to be unavailable to host the episodes. Main VWGT hosts among those to compete. Some others to be on assignment for other tasks as for us. To be on primary host duties for RDK 3000 TriStar today however quick programming reminder. Mark E. Cryptor to be anchoring solo after 15:30 RDK ELC as I to be covering for the Elitopian Automotive Expo 2024. EY1024 to be featured in the second hour of RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz.
This is the show to open to the doors to the public tomorrow as it's open to the media and VIP for today as the event to be held at Elite City Convention Center. This is we will hand off to affiliate coverage from Elito News 24, Deck Mill soon toward 1500 hours RDK ELC as the correspondent to mention on the subject but the show afternoon live is in programming break.
Corey, please double check your DVR. Today's episode of Virtual World and Gaming Today needed to be cut short. VWG2N preempted as I heard the broadcast via audio simulcast of RDK 3000 TriStar television service on the radio of my Hydro Swift.
Hydrox, DVR record operation is already halted on my Encore's DVR. In case you are not aware, there is the Automotive Expo taking place today for the VIP personnel and the media, to be open to public tomorrow as the report to be on the radio imminently. It gets held at the convention center. New cars to be showcased as with some concepts, however we are at the Alito Digital Arena.
Hold on a moment, one section of the route is restricted on the left side. Due to the residue of subject, also phone was left there when the VWGT correspondent and the topless female were fully naked having oral unprotected sex in which the fellows was caught and permanently banned from Alito Plaza Center. The curtains will be placed to section off the left side as you to go to the right side. Also special note concerning the squad. The content playing on the smartphone playing a video contains nudity and offensive content that is offending to the squad and those under 18 years of age, as you should wait until the curtains get placed then to go on the right side as the crews are arriving just now with the foldable sectionals. Rather than curtains while the section gets cleaned up and disinfected. Should time warrants for Operation Bumblebee, nearest designated area is to be the washroom toward side exit to wrestling arena section. Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniels, do you have the Trex Breeze arrow effects on you?
Yes, King Richard Jinx Star.
The area in subject is sectioned off with foldable sectional walls. Proceed and move to right side to Esports Arena Alito Digital Arena. Be aware the video game is rated EL 1316 as that may not be appropriate to the squad, so make sure they focus away from the monitors.
Dianzi, regarding the next single, To Be a Romantic Song, for my sister, when does it get released?
It to be first airing on the radio on 98.7 The Breeze on 98.70 MHz on the FM band, call sign LBRZ-FM at the top of the hour at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Then the music video to be airing on channels 45, 46 and 47, Alito SukiNet and subchannel 45.2 Troni Suki TV, Alito Suki TV and Signer GTV at 8 p.m. this evening, then to be on the Z Music Store and TVOS Music Store, also streaming services shortly after, then released on CD tomorrow with related songs and album. Make sure you message your sister to tune to the radio or television to said radio station or TV channels at said times.
Sister Dianzi, Stephen S.T. Crypter here. Take note, the song and subject to be used as clock-eyed music on RDK 3000 TriStar television service starting at 2000 hours during programming breaks for RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime. And on RDK 3000 TriStar radio service 2 at 1500 hours prior to RDK GRESP's Silomcast of one of the esports matches today at 1512. Elite City Sentinels vs BitTrex Esports at RDK TSR Event Center GR.
Okay Suki, this is permission is already granted to air the songs from the firm Jinx Music Corporation, as head leader Ryan M. Crypter has requested formal permission to use the said songs on RDK 3000 TriStar media platforms, as they always do credit via news banner or verbally by the announcer if airing on radio. This to be a double header as the second song to be devoted to the squad, as I do note the macro car driven by Hydrox. As for you Hydrox, go make sure you tune the radio to 98.7 on the FM band around 3 in the afternoon, as you will gonna love the song to be played.
Whoa, you composed the song to be devoted to us? I did not expect that.
Yes, Hydrox.
Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniels, and Corey Z. Crypter, Corey Zanders. Take note, I Stephen S.T. Crypter must add that you should consider downloading the album after 2000 hours from the music store and load the files to the internal storage of Hydrox's macro car and get the CD tomorrow to be played at the stereo at the squad's room.
I am Joseph Zatrenborder. I would like to apologize on such incident, as the warning that was issued when I almost said insult over a week ago has since lifted, and which would have expired for the next 2 to 3 weeks. However, it was inadvertently said toward you but was directed toward another fellow at Alito Mall being friend of mine. As I have did some volunteering at the Alito Plaza Center, including parts of the RDK HQ, with the crew, being the Blitz 8, is I to give you something good, is I to send you a present.
We do accept your apology anyhow. Watch what you say, even if you said insult and such to your friend. Anyhow, with the present.
This concerns some teddy bears in various themes.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, my smartwatch, phone, and pocket mate received notifications as I marked Zaniel's. Mark Z Crypter, Raptor must note. Beep. Pod readout orange, I do smell some odor. Oh my. I do note their diapers do look a bit heavy, saggy and droopy. As well as a strong odor coming from all fellows. The worst one being Casper. Well. Casper did eat a bit too much candy earlier around 2 o'clock p.m., 1400 hours. 1400 hours? 75.0 EMT? 1900 TRX. That probably explains why his diaper is due a change. Although out of precaution I'll check the others too, the smell is quite strong in here.
No need to check, as I already checked it for you, Mark ETX and Mark Z. It suggests that off-BB is advised.
I agree. So is this a K for Operation Bumblebee? Yes, as it left any longer it'll leak out of the leg cuffs and guards as well as pop, break or go all over their clothes and back. Resulting in having to bathe or perhaps shower the fellows with Trex wash in the washroom. Yikes, better get a hold of the little stinkers for said change up immediately before any of that happens. Good call. This is I to check fellows and see what's up now. Whoa. What awful stench. I do wonder if Casper must have had a tummy ache. It sure must have been painful regarding just how much he has went. Diaper limit usually holds 3 to 4 uses maximum. They probably acid 5 to 6, perhaps even 7 to 8. Which has truly overloaded and oversaturated them beyond their limitations. Do note that these fellows are extremely dependent on their diapers. However, I would need to log this into diary and inform Chubb to pick up the next size up for the fellows. Log date and time, 1451 RDK Elite City, 78.5 EMT, 1885, 1886 TRX Thursday, July 11th, 2024, Quad-Ze7en, EY1024 Elite Day 192. Especially if they're going to roam around more and for a longer time. I personally do agree with you, Corey, as those to be used mainly indoors or for short periods of time. As they should switch to bigger yet tougher ones during outings and explorations. It's a good thing none of them have had a rash or blown out yet, so escort the Blitz 6 and Trinities to nearest washroom adjacent to Alito Digital Arena Esports Arena side entrance immediately. It have change up table. Hydrox, go follow the crew for off-BB. Crew, follow me. This is I to spray the Trex Breeze arrow effects. Yes, do it immediately. This is the esports match to occur at 3:12 p.m. Do I smell berries around here? Did someone use the scented air freshener around here? It is me, Raptor, Mark Z Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar. This is Casper, and a few of the squad almost had such unfortunate event in which required Operation Bumblebee, as I had to spray Trex Breeze arrow effects to get rid of the gassy odor scent and give it a berry scent. Please make sure the area is cleaned up and disinfected in accordance to Alito Plaza Center protocols, and place used/soiled diapers in appropriate marked bins and not in the trash. Also wash your hands and use hand sanitizer before you head out. This is I David Scrotronzi, security guard of Alito Plaza Security Force, to watch over the area and take action against fellows who try to insult the squad during operation or do things that is listed in prohibited acts, and to radio in my colleagues if necessary. This is for you, Mark Zaniels, Mark Z Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar. Once the operation is complete, you go spray the air refresher in accordance to instructions on the label. Okay.
Hey, do you guys smell that?
You mean that odor?
Yeah, I sense a strong poopy diaper smell.
I don't know who it's coming from. Me neither, but it sure is strong.
I think we all need to change up ASAP. I also want to note such vibrations from CAEdit, the layout of Alito Plaza Center and whatever if we are on hardwood, tile or carpet, and tires can cause your stomach and bladder to go off Skittles. Are you okay? Did you poop, pee, had to fart or feeling sick? No, I'm alright back here, it's just my diaper. As it is a little bit full. Eder Skittles. Do you need a spare diaper in the meantime? This is I got plenty. Just so we can get back safely. No, those diapers would not fit me properly, as they have cutouts which are meant for animals and would leak out of said area.
Understood. I'm turning around and be heading to HQ for Operation Bumblebee to get everyone cleaned up.
No need, this is I messaged Evie on the subject. In fact, Mark X Cryptor is on the way with the correct one.
You sure, Mark Z Cryptor, Mark Daniels?
Yes.
I'm sorry you have troubles with the mix-up, Skittles. It's okay Casper, I can't hold it for too long, this was such seatbelt going over my diaper which is squishing it making it even more uncomfortable. Is that better for the meantime? Yes, as it's no longer putting pressure on such area. I agree, unfortunately it'll be a while because of obstructions in the way and tight clearance, try your best to hold on okay?
Indeed, this is I to move the subjects out of the way at one area. Anyhow, apologies for the mix-up. As for you Mark Z Cryptor, here's the correct one for Skittles. Thank you, just to make sure, this one for Skittles.
Well, I think I can. I'm about to. Skittles no. Skittles, that's gross man.
Did you seriously just?
Oh no Skittles.
Oh my god. Oh my, oh dear. Mark Zartron border, preform op BB on Skittles.
I'm sorry.
Immediately. Mark ETX Cryptor, go with Mark Zark. Okay.
It's okay Skittles, just stay calm.
Oh god. Casper, I have to get you to put on fresh diaper after going through the shower. There, this is we head back to the changing table.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. There. What the?
Casper, you are going down as we can't stand on you being furries in diapers with the gassy odor.
Yes, as you are getting the... Who tasered us down?
Mark X Cryptor. You should think twice on, what?
Casper, you are going
Don't ever
down.
think on doing it to Casper.
Take this.
You idiot! Thank God I Origami, father of Casper, stop you from causing more harm to Casper. One of the fellows who do Operation Bumblebee is to check on the injuries. As I heard from him, he is upset at you and 2 others. As he is hurt as a result, he is calling Elite City Police and the ambulance via 888 emergency as some RDK 3000 TriStar personnel has since arrived. One has since yanked at the help and assistance call boxes for Alito Plaza Center. You to face permanent ban from Alito Plaza Center and RDK 3000 TriStar also face arrest by police. The esports team you are competing may be investigated into and may face sanction even ban from tournament. And the match against Optic Alito could be cancelled. Think about this.
Mark Z. Crypter, Mark Zaniels, looks like Casper also had same episode as with Skittles but during Op BB, this yielded another diaper change however also a shower with Trex wash. Anyhow this gets attention to esports team Beta City DGXLs in which gets disqualified and the match against Opticalito in second round cancelled as OTE advanced to quarterfinals, as BCDE gets perma-banned. This is two esports players who almost caused harm to Skittles. But we stopped them as the third caused impact in which required the police and the ambulance to be called in. Yes, Corey Z. Crypter, Corey Zanders, this as the squad gets recalled back to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ as Casper gets rushed to the hospital however thank goodness not as bad as with March 2023, Kb.P 1023, this as I learned just now. Esports headquarters of Beta City DGXL and Excel Arena blown up after raid due to Casper's Law and remaining roster of BCDE including coach and manager arrested.
Correct Mark Zaniels. Mark Z. Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar as they need to pay the price for causing harm to Casper. Anyhow thank God injuries was not that bad compared to March 2023. Kb.P 1023.
I do note, however who are you?
Origami Skunkistan. Father of Hydrox and Casper, as I also been, and the squad parents are heading to Elite City Hospital in 15 minutes to check on Casper.
You are put on your soiled diapers, as I tied your paws behind your back, as I already put you on tight bodysuit and green diapers as well as I can stand on the odor as I to deface you until your diapers explode and die but first must set the bin on fire first. I would not mind the fire alarm and fire sprinklers though. There. Here goes. Take this?
No, take this.
Whoa whoa whoa. Hey. You idiot. Richard and Toad, why do you have to stop me, you ass?
Now someone must deal with disposal bin fire immediately. I Rex Tx.Y will take care of the fire. I Stefan to yank at help call box.
Richard, what is going on?
Pedo attempt, diaper bombing, throtted, I have tackled down the fool. The squad in rescue by the Blitz 8, RDK 3000 TriStar is being notified as with the squad owners and their parents in addition to the cops. Hey. If I were you, I would keep hands off the disposal bin, and you set it on fire. Rex Tx.Y has since noted and he is coming with the fire extinguisher. I am Richard and Took, as my elder sister Christina have a toddler with special needs named Nicole in which she's beside Christina. She just turned 3 in which she just put on some pull-ups.
Yes, Richard, this is I wonder on this fellow's acts.
Kinka here, Steve. Just note the pics on social media on the squad in diapers, with intent to do pedo acts in which that is quite wrong. Also thank God Rex just put out the fire otherwise the fire alarm would have go off. Take this. Careful Scott Alito Starkup on the karate, as I already yanked at the help call assistance box. Stefan, I to do other defensive acts in martial arts. Nyo. This is the fire is out. Now as I check social media, thank God, the pics has been taken down as your accounts has been terminated even video got flagged and was taken down as the channel gets terminated.
This as I must, egad. The video and channel got taken down. Did you report the video of Casper with text caption? And my channel terminated after 1 strike, severe violation.
It wasn't us. It is me, Mark X Crypter, who report the videos and pics. This is doing such acts is quite wrong, although there were several likes but hundreds of dislikes as some even report the video to the platform moderators, even me. Although I downloaded the media for use as evidence to be sent to the police soon.
仲間はなぜおむつを着用しているのですか？それは彼らのサイズや体型には小さすぎるように見えます。匂いもします。もう汚れているのでしょうか？おむつ廃棄物から来たように見えます。うわ、狼様。やだ、大問題です。
Why fellow wearing a diaper, it looks too small to be their size and body size as it smells too. Is it already soiled? They look to be from the diaper disposal. Ew, oh my god, yikes. Big no-no.
使用済みのおむつ、捨てられた下着、その他の衛生用品は致命的で感染する可能性があります。なんてバカなことをするんだろう。
Please note that used diapers, discarded undergarments and other sanitary items are deadly and could be infectious. What an idiot. However, Richard has since noted it and took action. This, as the fellow was doing antisocial behavior. Also, he set the disposal bin on fire, in which Rex had to put the fire out as Richard tackled the fool down. Yes, Scott, as I Mark Zaniels, Mark Z Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar, in which note activity in the washroom at Alito Plaza Center following fire alert in which was put out. Who's the person responsible? To be Steve Rolex. I am Mark Z Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar, Steve Rolex. We are disgraced of the acts, as I note. You was about to do pedo acts to the furries in diapers and took pics of the images, as we note. You also had a kink/fetish on fellows. This warrants code DP, in which then becomes code DR. My colleague Mark X Crypter has since reported the images, as that has been taken down, as he reported the video as well, as his bro and colleague Mickey X Crypter has since called Elite City Police on this, as we barely hear you said on camera as it's muted. However, reading subtitles on the video short, state the fellows were cute, as you wonder how much life there still got in them, and mention diaper bombing, in which alarms Evie.
Mark Zaniels, I Organiskanistan, father of Hydrox and Casper, must correct, as I am angered of the subject done by Steve, as I looked at my device and noted subject that is alarming, as the young vulnerable fellows got caught under the influence of strong laxative, hypnosis, as well as heavily soiling their diapers whilst wearing tight body suits, having their paws tied behind their backs and forced to defecate until their diapers explode, in which is such degenerate behavior. As fellows get immediate attention by vet, paramedic to clear the chemicals and return to their normal state. As you should be ashamed. As damage to my son's Casper's stomach and others is abuse. Luckily they weren't too hurt. It could have been a whole lot worse. As for the pictures and videos on the device, it is advised to archive and delete them from internal, removable and cloud drives if you are able, unless if downloaded to be used as further evidence. As for the obsession for diapers in question, are you aware of the terms ABDL, TBDL, diaper lover, and age play? This is such people enjoy wearing, using and doing gross things to diapers, yes, even used out of the trash, and humping, smashing, squishing, wedging and sexual intercourse. This is we warn that the fellows are not associated with said fandom, cult, operation and group. The fellow stated that the fellows' diapers look cute and squishy, as well as curious, how much more said item can withstand, before being tossed, thrown, launched at people and then put back into disposal like nothing ever happened, covering up the actions.
Yes, this is it really alarms me, Frosty is with Bean.
This is for you, Steve Rolex. You are being held accountable for this, as I Bean Bearshaw also Ben are also outraged of this.
Yes, this as I Ben also am disappointed of this as well.
This as I Rocky are also ashamed as a result, as it to result in serious consequences.
This is for you, Steve Rolex. You should note that is prohibited, not only you to face ban from RDK 3000 TriStar and Alito Plaza Center, you also face arrest by the police, as the police has been notified, as my bro and colleague Mickey X Crypter has since called the police on this.
Yes, Mark X Crypter, Mark Zarkshaw, I am Mickey X Crypter, Mickey Zarkshaw. This is you are also not welcome to attend the LAN party, also the Aero Millennium and Neo-Ionican New Year countdown and party tonight.
Yes, Mark and Mickey. As for you, Steve Rolex, you are PEMA banned from Alito Plaza Center and RDK 3000 TriStar, as the police are already here to deal with you in the fullest extent to the Elitopian, also Tronic Diamond Law.
Yes, Richard Jinkstar. As for you, Steve Rolex, put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest.
Damn. You win this time. I surrender.
Richard J., I am Ruba K. Crypter. Was this caught on video surveillance?
Yes.
Even though the footage to be sent to the police, the footage must also be sent to RDK 3000 TriStar for its security force to review the media as per their request.
Yes, Chubb. However, due to Alito Plaza Center policy, the faces of the other personnel to be blurred for privacy.
This in which is a must, in which RDK 3000 TriStar policy also state when distributing the media in subject, We also blur the faces of personnel surrounding the scene for privacy.
Welcome back to VWGT, Virtual World, and Gaming Today, on Vero. I am Robert James.
I am Mark J. Phelps.
I am Melissa Katzenschen.
We are broadcasting at Alito Plaza Center as in the next hour, we to head to the EDA where the LAN party to kick off. This is there's no esports matches today in the Synergy Olympics 2024 because it's New Year's Eve and the Eratopian and Neo-Onican is its New Year's in Kesar with epic fireworks show last night.
Yes! This for year 684 of Kudo, 233 of
I do note the location where they appear on television. Since my friend Steve can't do it, I must do it in my behalf, but must wait a bit once they head to the macro car as I to plan element of surprise.
Hydrox, you better pick up the pace of the macro car. Go in front of, what? Casper is not in the macro car. Corey Z. Cryptor, Corey Zanders, we must hunt for Casper immediately. On it, Mark.
This is Steve Rolex's KO, Isaac, friend of Steve must do it in his behalf, as I had to put you on the used diaper, bodysuit, and green diaper, also tie even handcuff your paws to back. This says I am prioritizing on Casper also his friend Arrow, as the others get lucky but you two are not. This says I shall deface you and more until your diapers explode to death.
Casper, I to get you out of danger and toward safety.
Thank you as I am not well, you or your owner to inform the helpers.
About time Oreo has since rescued Casper. This is I must check on his condition.
Well, I must forget on Casper then as I would not have to bother snatching him as I to deal with Arrow, this. Phew, Arrow, I can't stand on your gassy odor. This is you are going down.
Please no. Ah.
Take this.
Welp, this as the ambulance gets called in, Casper is heading to the hospital but for some infection but not too serious. However, good thing. Milos Ilatistar your dog Arya has taken action to rescue Casper soon enough.
Yes, Mark, this is for you Milos. I Origami must note it would be better if you and or your dog do rescue action much sooner than that. Yes, However, concerning Casper's friend Arrow, being Tiger Cub in diapers, Zack has pushed her to the limit. Zack punched and defaced Arrow repeatedly, as Zack must have forgotten on Casper. This is Arrow's diaper explode, resulting in a yucky mess and her death. Zack has since been ejected from the venue and arrested by the police.
ごめんなさいが、その可愛い子がなぜおむつを履かないといけないのか、ちょっと疑問に思っていたんだ。匂いがしてきたことをお知らせしてもいいかな？早くおむつを変えてあげた方がいいよ。それから、あの子はなぜパンツやオーバーオール、ワンシーを着ていないのかな？クリープがお尻を触ったり、おむつに物を入れたりするかもしれないから気をつけてね。不快感や重度のかぶれ、性病や尿路感染症、他の眼性疾患にかかる可能性もあるから。また、おむつを履いた子供について注意しておかなければなりません。彼は GPS トラッカーの被害者になる可能性もあるので、頻繁におむつをチェックしてください。隠しデバイスは彼が気づかないうちに仕込まれることがあります。ディテクターを使ってスキャンし、目視で確認し彼を常に見守って誘拐、レイプ、殺害から守ってください。日本はファーリーコミュニティと特定の関連や所属があるかははっきりしていません。しかし、いくつかの大きなマスコットが攻撃されたり、虐待されたり、傷つけられたりする事件があることは確かです。だから、カスパーや他のファーリー仲間はホテルや本部、自宅で安全に過ごすことをお勧めします。
Ichiro ESK Crypto to say in English, this is my sister Sakura, was just wondering why that cute little one has to wear diapers, as she may let you know that he's starting to smell. This as she suggests to better get him a diaper change soon. Also, why isn't that little one wearing pants or overalls or onesies? Be careful, some creep might touch your butt or put things in your diaper. It can cause discomfort, severe rashes, and even sexually transmitted diseases, urinary tract infections, and other cancerous diseases. You should also be careful with your youngster in diapers. He can be a victim of a GPS tracker, so it is advisable to check his diaper often. Hidden devices can be installed without him realizing it. Usage of a detector is a must to scan him, check him visually, and keep an eye on him at all times to protect him from being kidnapped, raped, or killed. It is not clear that Nippon has any specific association or affiliation with the furry community. But it is certain that there have been incidents of some big mascots being attacked, abused, or hurt, even one incident in Nippon baseball, as Sakura would recommend that Casper and other furry friends stay safe in their hotels, headquarters, or at home.
Origami must note the lady speaking in Japanese. As you said the subject in English, I must affirm on his recommendations. This is I to be making daily visits to check on him from time to time. Just as a precaution, and once he tours with the squad, I must be with him, as you or Chubb or the squad owners better call my cell first. If Casper needs to be out of Protected Zone Bravo, being RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ as Protected Zone Alpha, being my residence. Anyhow, I heard that Casper was hospitalized 3 times in the 2020s, is it true?
Yes, this due to incident at elementary school in March 2023, and another in past few months during Operation Bumblebee by 2 fellows in Esports team, in which led to Esports team permabanned and shut down. Third was this morning regarding diaper bombing subject, in which was prevented, one by a dog with his owner confronting the suspect.
What is esports?
Electronic sports, in a form of video game competition, as the fellows compete in a video game, as the fellows are serious esports gamers. There are other form of electronic sports in a form of robot competition that usually gets aired on television.
Organi, take note, most esports are not for everyone, as some of those are front-person shooter type, as it of course contains violence, as that is unsuitable for the squad. Some are those for 13 years and older, some towards 16 or 17 and up. However, there is one type of esports in which it's in a form of virtual sport simulation, including virtual form of motorsport, where they compete in virtual cars on virtual track, in sim racing competitions.
You talking about a virtual race, Ben?
Yes.
Ahem. I do note on Casper's diaper, as you better take care of that, as I to stand guard. He takes some Pampa's diapers.
あらまあ、キャスパーのおむつがちょっと濡れてる？
Oh my god, Casper's diaper slightly wet? I to deal with it right away.
Although I was under heavy hypnotization and laxative and I have drank plenty of water, as I do recall earlier in the afternoon fellow named Zach, in which I learned he gets Carmid, who put me in dirty diaper, bodysuit and handcuffed me, tied my paws behind my back, as he trash-talked me and Arrow, as I was forced to put on green diapers as he would to attack me and Arrow, but good thing such dog came to the rescue and brought me for safety. It would have ended much worse, like for Arrow, in which Zach pushed her to the limit, causing her diaper to explode and for her to die from infection and such. I am saddened that Arrow is gone due to the pedo and unjust acts, but also glad Zach has also a history as he to be brought to justice. This is I like to say thank you as well as a farewell to Arrow, as I'll sure miss her.
This as they are finishing up showcasing Alito News 24, Deck Mill on the coverage. Via BWG2N cast as one of the correspondents was reporting live from my home place, Aristar at the downtown. Heard from Robert J not long ago. To BWG2N cast RDK TV in which will yield code VRD then Trex Vision 4 in which I do expect Trexer to make some remarks as we listen to the hosts for a bit. The graphics package reminds me of how it looked like in 2020, EY1020 as ELN24 back then as we used to report on the event around this time being 4 years ago even pre-Vero and pre-Vista and before we was transferred to Chronos once we worked for CHQ. SRJ64 and Star 2000 once we covered the new Nyazekot, and the new Antarivo and Kaysarian year also the esports match and key match during the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020, EY1020 in 3rd place, Team K Gaming and Cloud Chains. I must note on 2020, AE.Y 995 to 996, NI.Y 396, EY1020, NTS 999.1 TD and 999.7 ATR, TDE 1997, ATRE 2737, Kb.P 15, Kb.SDY 126 or 174, Tx.Y 20 event. I was doing a live stream commentating on subject as this was the most viewed live stream of the year as that achieved new milestones and records on my channel, 1 million subscribers from 20,000 and 50 million views from 40,000 over the course of the year. Oh my god, oh god, I have since noted subject on the TV next to BWGT hosts some nudity on the TV tuned from RDK TV to another channel, as auto censor is shown on Vero. We must hand off back to Marky and Zaker.
That was Richard Ainto over at Alito Plaza Center. This in which has rang alarm bells to RDK TV producers, as they have since alerted the distributors KBMK, Trex Media and Neo-Ionic Troni Media to terminate the Silimcast as it's in pause to devote coverage of the countdown with exception of KBESPX showcasing recap of this week's highlights in Kanbor World Division of Synergy Olympics 2024.
We have to pass you a programming alert. Tonight's episode of BWG2N needs to be cut short over the on-air incident as it's a Vero and BWG2N policy violation although it was not shown to the distributors otherwise they would have tell Vero to axe the episode as per regional protocol and ban tomorrow's episode of BWGT and BWG2N. In addition, 2 of the BWG2N producers has said offensive remark when they looked at the breasts on the TV tuned to Shark TV on Alito Cable. From Sharkville, they are being recalled back to Alitotronics Telemedia as they should be suspended. As the BWG2N hosts are being reassigned to cover for event on Alito GRESP. Tonight's BWG2N Extra airing on Vero Plus to be preempted at the last minute.
This is we have since learned on the channel in Sharkville, Shark TV. It has been shut down as the channel being independent has went off the air for showing nudity and the other subject. E-Screamer as those are banned on television during daytime programming lineup as per local time, when distributing to the public. This is another channel took over immediately on TV in Sharkville also Alito Cable and TD Vision. Aqua Vision under Trinity Omega affiliation, based in Blackberry, Alito Province, Alito Prefecture in Alito Pia's western side airing sporting event regarding gridiron football in Sunday Night Football via Alito Sports Silimcast in which is now airing on Vero as Sharkville Mermaids to take on against Blackberry Fox in the SNF in week 3 of the EFL kicking off at Berry Dome at 1752 Sharkville in Blackberry time. 1952 RDK-ELC, 99.5 EMT and 2388 TRX and apparently airing on Vero and Vero Plus as well as Alito Sports requested Vero to Silimcast the gridiron football match.
once again, as Alito Sports is coming out of commercial break, as they to showcase the introduction to the football players. Anyhow, we wish the viewers from us at Alito Tronics Vero made the right choice to simulcast some football. Although I have DVR the VWG2N special, but the show has been cut short as I would have stopped DVR record but had to manually extend to record some football. It would be better if Elite City Thunderdogs would have played, but they to play during tomorrow's Monday Night Football, however that conflicts with DVR event with EWE Monday Night Raw. This is Jared Zanders to cover that for me, on his DVR at unit in his room. Corey Zanders, no wonder you have passion on football and wrestling. Is your brother Jared Zanders also have passion on football? Mark Zaniels, yes. He is at Alito Plaza Center. How do he watch SNF and MNF? He listens to it on Alito Sports Radio, on the radio as he have his pocket radio on hand tuned to Alito Sports Radio. He also watches Subject on his pocket mate in TV mode tuned to Alito Sports 1, and thanks to Vero Cast on Vero Plus, Mark. Corey Zanders, take note, the coverage also airing now on RDK 3000 TriStar Radio Service 3.
Good advice, Mark Zaniels. However, we must note the current time, 7:38 p.m., 1938, as we must head to Alito NYE Central right away.
This as they are finishing up showcasing Alito News 24, Deck Mill on the coverage, via VWG2N cast as one of the correspondents was reporting live from my home place, Aristar at the downtown, heard from Robert J not long ago, to VWG2N cast RDK TV, in which will yield code VRD, then Trex Vision 4, in which I do expect Trexer to make some remarks as we listen to the hosts for a bit. The graphics package reminds me of how it looked like in 2020, EY1020 as ELN24 back then, as we used to report on the event around this time, being 4 years ago, even pre-Vero and pre-Vista, and before we was transferred to Chronos once we worked for CHQ. SRJ64 and Star 2000 once we covered the new Niazekont, and the new Antarivo and Kaysarian year, also the esports match and key match during the ELG Game Jam, the Sports Mania Summer Siege 2020. EY1020 in third place, Team K Gaming and Cloud Chains. I must note on 2020, AE.Y 995 to 996, NI.Y 396, EY1020, NTS 999.1 TD and 999.7 ATR, TDE 1997, ATRE 2737, Kb.P 15, Kb.SDY 126 or 174, Tx.Y 20 event. I was doing a live stream commentating on Subject, as this was the most viewed live stream of the year, as that achieved new milestones and records on my channel. 1 million subscribers from 20,000 and 50 million views from 40,000 over the course of the year. Oh my god, oh god, I have since noted Subject on the TV. Next to VWGT hosts some nudity on the TV tuned from RDK TV to another channel, as auto censor is shown on Vero. We must hand off back to Marky and Zaker.
That was Richard Ainto over at Alito Plaza Center. This in which has rang alarm bells to RDK TV producers, as they have since alerted the distributors KBMK, Trex Media and Neo-Ionic Troni Media to terminate the Silimcast, as it's in pause to devote coverage of the countdown, with exception of KBESPX showcasing recap of this week's highlights in Kanbor World Division of Synergy Olympics 2024.
We have to pass you a programming alert. Tonight's episode of VWG2N needs to be cut short over the on-air incident, as it's a Vero and VWG2N policy violation, although it was not shown to the distributors, otherwise they would have tell Vero to axe the episode as per regional protocol and ban tomorrow's episode of VWGT and VWG2N. In addition, two of the VWG2N producers has said offensive remark when they looked at the breasts on the TV tuned to Shark TV on Alito Cable. From Sharkville, they are being recalled back to Alito Tronics Telemedia as they to be suspended. As the VWG2N hosts are being reassigned to cover for event on Alito GRESP. Tonight's VWG2N Extra airing on Vero Plus to be preempted at the last minute.
This as we have since learned on the channel in Sharkville, Shark TV. It has been shut down as the channel, being independent, has went off the air for showing nudity and the other subject. E-Screamer, as those are banned on television during daytime programming lineup as per local time, when distributing to the public. This is another channel took over immediately on TV in Sharkville, also Alito Cable and TD Vision. Aqua Vision under Trinity Omega affiliation. based in Blackberry, Aledo Province. Aledo Prefecture in Aletopia's western side, airing sporting event regarding gridiron football in Sunday Night Football via Aledo Sports Silimcast, in which is now airing on Vero as Sharkville Mermaids to take on against Blackberry Fox in the SNF in Week 3 of the EFL, kicking off at Berry Dome at 17:52 Sharkville and Blackberry time. 1952 RDK ELC. 99.5 EMT and 2388 TRX, and apparently airing on Vero and Vero Plus, as well as Aledo Sports requested Vero to Silimcast the gridiron football match.
That was the VWG2N cast with sister network coverage Aledo News 24 Dec Mil. The graphics package reminds me of how it looked like in 2020, EY1020 as ELN24 back then, as we used to report on the event around this time, being 4 years ago, even pre-Vero and pre-Vista, and before we was transferred to Chronos once we worked for CHQ. SRJ64 and Star 2000 once we covered the new Naya Zekont, and the new Antarivo and Kaysarian year, also the esports match and key match during the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020, EY1020 in third place, Team K Gaming and Cloud Jinx, and the finals. Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming, in which TKG, ELS and BRG now became as Elite City Sentinels.
Yes! This is RDK 3000 TriStar debuted the new graphics package at that time, just in time for the new Nya's account of VS 2300 back day after kickoff of 6 ADK or 229 Star in 2020, EY 1020. On the eve of Neounican New Year for NA.Y 396 and 3 days after Utopian counterpart A.Y 996. Speaking of RDK 3000 TriStar, as we go to
I am Chris Arrow Elita doing the continuity, over at Vero's Master Control V at Elitotronics Telemedia HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. Tonight's VWG2N episode needed to be cut short due to on-air incident blamed on content on TV regarding nudity, female showing breasts on clip in special program. Next to VWG2N hosts, in which tripped off auto censor as two of the on-field producers at EDA looked at the breasts on TV and said offensive remark. They are being suspended for 3 business days. Tonight's VWG2N extra on Vero Plus to be preempted due to this, also short-staffed on the field production crew. The content is based on network in Sharkville, in which has gotten shut down for broadcast violation regarding nudity, plus E-Screamer on Triple Deck and Triple L on Doe's account down to Aero Millennium. In replacement, we to Cilium cast Aledo Sports Sunday Night Football as per request by Aledo Sports on Sharkville Mermaids and Blackberry Fox, kickoff at 7:52 p.m. Elite City, 5:52 p.m. venue time as that is up next on Vero. However, the program is under a commercial break as we will bring the Asylum cast in a few once Alito Sports 1, sister network of Vero, comes out of programming break. If the fireworks and Aero Millennium and Neo-Ionican New Year celebrations disrupt the football match, then we to switch to affiliate coverage to RDK TV until further word by the EFL or Alito Sports. I am Chrisa once again, as Alito Sports is coming out of commercial break, as they to showcase the introduction to the football players. Anyhow, we wish the viewers from us at Alito Tronics Telemedia and Vero, wishing those a splendid Neo-Ionican and Eratopian New Year, as we to start the Asylum cast. A reminder that Vero news to begin after the football game as we hand off to Alito Sports commentators. This is we to start the laser and light show around dawn. Dawn at which area? Kanbor-Ze City. This by the Kanbor-Ze Observatory? Yes. When is sunrise? In an hour after 5:48 kbts. This being 7:48 am in Kb.P City, as the sun is already risen over there, as there is the autumn festival across Kb.P as well, including Kb.P City, as that was heavily covered on Kb.X24. Rikikan. Yes, Robert. Subject on channel 999. Which, Kin 2000. On TV, Kanbor Cable. IREX Excryptor must determine scope of channel and contents being aired on the channel and where it's originated from. Take note, on cable television in Kb.P, being specialty channel to bring up the video on demand menu, whereas on TD Vision and Hexatex Union being one of emergency alert channels for Hextopolia via TD Alarm, on Hex Cable being Webchesterian TV channel WBC News. Or WBK News in Kanberlish. No offense, Markup, while on channel 999 on Elto Cable being channel from Costa Aero, Trexland, Costa 7, as the channel on Kanbor Cable showcases Aero 5 originated from Aerostar, Aerotopia as channel 998 as Neo 6 from Iontopolis. Neo-Ionica, this is the networks and most others across Neo-Ionica and Aerotopia, also others including most in TDU especially ATR Newsnet, Omni Newsnet, TD News 1 MK, also KJ News 24, KSAR 24, Ultimo 24, Rex News 24, BZD 24, WBK News. Tronic Diamond Television Service, also Elitopian aka Eltopian networks, some networks under ELTXTM, including Alito News 24, Dekmil Jinx 24, and Chronos, also others. Also Trexland including Trex Vision 4 and Costa 7, in addition to multi-network channels RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service, even the main and Kanbor-Ze feed, covering the subject to occur at 0500 kbts. Yes, Rikikan also on Kb.X24 but not the Kb.P domestic nor the international Kanbor-Ze feed. This is Aero 5 and Neo 6 was launched at midnight kbts just less than 5 hours ago on Kanbor Cable. The networks are covering the Aero Millennium and Neo-Ionican New Year countdown of Neo Year NI.Y 400 and Aero Year AE.Y 1000. Even one other Kanbor-Ze TV network, KB News 24 Dek, also starting to cover the subject. Since when, Rikikan? In past moment or two, Markup. When does subject occur? According to correspondent on TV, as they say the Neo-Ionican and Aerotopian timekeeping is, I must say this, the Kanbor-Ze way, 0500 hours kbts and 0 on Jakata 23rd Darwinoda Kb.P 19 or Monday, 23rd September 2024, and 2:05 kbdt on Perlita, 3 to 9th of Elth Mesa. KB.SDY Grove, 2-9, Semana 3-7, in base 10, 15, 11, 100, and 77 on Semana 43 and 0000Z. This being 2000 hours RDK on Sunday 22nd, September, 2024, 00.0 EMT and 0000 TRX on Nilotas 23rd IOTA EY 1024, also 0 Kia Trocants on Via Trocant 100,063 zeros Day Quines Day 22nd IOTA, TDE 2001, 1,630 Maya Trocants TDKX and 2001/265 TDRT being 015 Peko. 4 AM Kiowan City, 7 AM Mudcup City and 9 AM in Splatoon, 1 at night in Muni Kingdom, 6 AM in Kiplayan Kingdom, also 2-2-6 on Kiplayan Duodecimal Clock, 2:30 in base 10. This in the next 5 crons, 3 dozenals, toward 7 minutes. Rikikan. Mark K. Cryptor. I do note your analog wristwatch, not the one showing time in Kanbor-Ze7 but the other one. Why do you have to set to Spinelli and Greenwich time? 1. This is the one in the insert of the other one is set to Kanbor-Ze7 duodecimal time. 2. Note the metric markings. The cron dozenal hand also acts as the time in Kia Trocants and TD timekeeping in which is also in general as universal decimal time. The watch in subject sells at Clock Store at Kanbor Mall for 1,500 Kanbor coins to 2,500 depending on material, strap and bevel options. The watch is a dual face watch as for the other side, shows time being analog watch beside it in which shows time in Kanbor-Ze7 as primary. It sells for about 40 to 70 KIP coins in KIP Nunertion, 80 to 150 sickles across Tronic Diamond Union and 20 to 35 Elios in Ilitopia. However, I to give the watch to you now for your birthday tomorrow. Oh my god. Thank you Rikikan. No problem. Anyhow, concerning the celebrations, there won't be any in Kanbor-Ze Federation Republic as we would have celebrate the Aero Millennium as suggested by the fellows at the main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia, also at RDK in Altronic City. But we refused as told by KBSKSO as it's not a Kanbor-Ze NYE event, meaning no fireworks allowed at RDK Can. This is RDK Smurf also said no to it at the Bureau in New Smurfatian nor other RDK Stash Libments in Kanbor World Zone even in Klip Nunertion as we host a different event instead being the RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-Ze Unit Division Autumn Festival 2024, EY 1024, Tx.Y 24, and TS 1000.6. TDE 2001, Kb.P 19, Kb.SDY 129, 100, and 77 with RDK also doing its counterpart in Altronic City with divisional leaders of RDK TSR from TDU2 at RDK led by Stefan A.T. Cryptor as I have him in video call.
Yes, Rexican, as Itronics and the Tronics crew do celebrate the Aero Millennium as with others in Altronic City, even Omnistar also across Tronic Diamond Union is there to be epic fireworks. However, sadly, fireworks are banned across Taxico as it leads to immediate arrest. Also, fireworks won't happen in Westchester up north.
Kin 2000 here as I to blast music at 0500 kbts then laser show at 512. Is the fireworks to occur in Elite City, Federal District, Eltopolis aka Litopia?
Yes, also Trex City, Trexland up north, by Trexer, but for rest of Trexland, only one other being Costa Aero is Trexer to do it again for October 2024 being Kappa or Kanayan. This is for the rest of Elitopia, there is to be for most locations but with exception of Blueberry. In Ilito province on the country's west side due to gridiron football is mandated by the league as fireworks are banned near the venue where the sporting event takes place and restricted elsewhere due to sporting event. There to be loads of it in Neo-Ionica and Aerotopia.
As stated in the opener, we must remind that sensitive and distressing subjects are disallowed. Due to such acts, we no longer request or include subjective topics after concerns of violence, dangerous acts, and due to respect, as those who request such scenes in question may get rejected or gets unlisted/age restricted. For inquiries concerning this, get in touch of us via the handles now shown on the screen. Also get in hold of us if you have any other inquiries, questions, or remarks. If you are new to the channel, do not hesitate to subscribe and click on the bell. Also don't forget to like, favorite, add to your playlists and share. If you have any thoughts on the contents of the video presentation, have your say in the comments section. Those who spam, leave nasty remarks, or objectionable, lewd, abusive, sensitive or distressing or otherwise objectionable content in the comments section will get their comments deleted. Those who continue may get sanctioned. Do follow us on X, formerly as Twitter. Also check out the Deviant artwork on DeviantArt. Also hit Trexer up on Discord, Mastodon, Twitch, Minecraft, Habbo and others. Unless otherwise stated, this is a work of fiction. Story and plot takes place in KBE 224 in main Kanbor Galaxy in/or KBE 571 in all everything. Additional credits, follow-up and updates if needed to be in video description area below. Any utilization/reproduction/distribution of work by RDK 3000 TriStar in part or in whole, unless used in any review or editorial use, without permission is prohibited. External media belongs to respective owners. CR 2024, Elite Year EY 1024, Trex Year Tx.Y 24, NTS 1000.6, TDE 2001, EMS 90 MLE, EMY 374.2, ZICL 129, AE.Y 1000, NI.Y 400, RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. All rights reserved. Date of video render, Thursday, October 17, 2024. Priorities Kappa 18, EY 1024 Elite Day 291, Vigila di Quadios in Earth Day, Charbire X 16, Tx.Y 24. Kanbor-Ze7en content used in this video presentation provided by Kanbor-Ze7en Produktions, under by KBIP. Roblox scenes used in this video presentation by R8664 Studios. The preceding video presentation was a presentation of RDK TSRVSP, an RDK Video Studio Productions presentation. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions presentation. Thanks for watching as we see you in another video. Goodbye.